Test. Yes.
Is it working?
Yes, I believe so.
You think it's working?
Let me close that service monitoring. Hello, can you hear me? Hi, I've begun again. Welcome to this live stream. I have one thumbs up, and that's going to have to keep me going. Yes, it's working, they say. Yes.
Oh, thank
Check.
goodness.
1, 2, 3. Anything but that.
Oh, already there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank goodness.
Hi, welcome. Welcome to Fast and Furious and Justin Sydney. We're here once again. Will everybody pile back into this room?
That's mine again. No, that's mine. Yours has bitters.
Beans.
I don't like his. It has bitters.
Welcome to our game cave where we keep all our board games, and we've balanced our microphone on
our board games. I like how you say our board games.
This isn't my copy of Catch the Fox that the mic is balanced on.
I would agree. The children also have board games.
And that's not my Tombstone poster. So I guess let's go ahead and get that out of the way. Yes, this is a copy of the Adventures of Board Game that we're using to prop this up. Yes, this. Can I show them this blanket real quick? Actually, hold on. This is normally we don't show pictures of our children.
But it's an older one.
In this case. She loves that blanket.
Yeah. Because it got her on it.
Yeah. What's wrong with that? Okay, that's long enough. I got to start this movie. We'll be talking a lot throughout, so let's.
I look more comfortable than you. I look more comfortable. I'm in like movie night sweatshirt.
Yeah,
sweatpants.
I'm not as comfortable.
You're in a fancy.
shirt. I tried my Arby's shirt, but it was binding.
Justin walked in an Arby's shirt, and I said, "Oh, you're wearing a nice shirt."
She did, which is like a comment on sort of
both of us.
Both of us, I think.
I said, I was just wearing a supermarket sweep sweatshirt. Now what?
So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to start the movie, okay? When I start the movie, I'm going to start my friend Casey back here. Casey, the iPhone. Now, this is going to be blurry because of focus depth. It's our kid's pad. It's going to be blurry because of focus depth, but you can, you'll be able to make it out close enough. Ready? Okay.
That clear. That's clear enough.
Yeah. I mean, you get it.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be hard, but you can use it to.
What if they'd rather focus on the clock than us?
No, that'll be distracting at first, but you'll be okay.
I'm just saying.
So welcome to Fast and Furious F9. I'm so excited. We've not seen it. We've watched all the other Fast and Furious movies, but this one we're still at, wait, what is the timer for? The timer's for the movie Fast and Furious 9 F9.
Just, I guess, to sync up?
To sync up. If you want to watch this as an audio commentary later or whenever, you just sync it up and start it with this, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure either, to be fair.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Once we get some titles on the screen, I'll read those too, so you know. That's like a riff tracks. They do that. The one with the room that we used to listen to all the time. They'll read a line with the movie or. So we're starting off in a race. This is kind of for cowards, actually. I don't actually like those. They're racing on a racetrack.
Well,
like, what's the point?
Because then they're driving Fast and Furious, but they're using all these things for safety, which
it's Fast and Furious and sanctioned. Like the law told them they could do this. I hate this.
This is not the spirit of Fast and Furious. Unless this is some sort of really well-funded underground.
Who is it?
Right.
It's
Toretto.
It's 1989. We're in the past. Oh, this is thrilling. I take it all back. This is wonderful. Isabel said, "Hi, y'all. I'm gonna watch my own movie." Well, that's, okay, a fine choice. Thanks for stopping in. Have I missed anything by not having seen the first date? No, because it's in 1989. This has begun in 1989. So,
do you think it's gonna?
This is the beginning, canonically. Is that a young Dominic?
Who?
I mean, or is
Him?
it Toretto's dad? I guess that would be wild, right? No.
Well, his helmet said Toretto,
So,
but that timing
it's got to be
doesn't.
his dad.
What
It's not
year-
about being a stronger man, Dom.
That's
This is
Dom.
wild. They've gotten a 20-year-old man to play Dominic Toretto. Like, he's a man. That doesn't. It's not Vin Diesel, who's also a man.
I was gonna say, I don't think that person would like. They would already look a lot like Vin Diesel, right?
Yeah.
Like it would be obvious.
We're not going to be talking too much about Fast and Furious. Like, we've done a bunch of these. They're Max Fun bonus episodes. If you want to listen to that. By the way, happy Max Fun block party.
Oh, thank you.
This is a time when it's kind of like the Max Fun drive, but we're not hitting you up for money. We're just celebrating the fact that we love our podcast network. This is technically a Max Fun podcast, Fast and Furious and Justin and Sydney.
It's like a bonus.
Our 9th episode. And not our final. I'm certain of it. Because as long as they keep making them, we'll keep watching them.
It depends. It depends if they make more.
Yeah, I'm sure they've already.
Do you think? How did this one do? Do we know yet? Or is this, it just came? No, it's been
Computer,
out.
give me box office numbers for Fast 9.
I don't think the
Hey, Siri. Tell me about the box office numbers for Max 9, Fast 9.
No.
She's gonna hate that.
Okay, I found this on the web, so tell me about the box office numbers for Max 9, Fast 9. Check it out.
It speeds past 700 million at the global box office to become.
Is that good?
I mean, it's not.
I
it's not
know
Avengers.
that 700 million is a lot of
It's
money.
not Avengers money, but
I don't really know.
It's the highest grossing
Whoa.
American film since 2019.
Oh my gosh!
If you'll remember, oh no,
this car
exploded.
You missed this. There's an explosion. The car's flying around.
That's Dom's.
Fire. That's Dom's. I don't know.
Something.
I was
Somebody
not. I'm
important
still
to him.
unclear.
Somebody important to him.
Brother.
Somebody important. To him.
Couldn't be father. The age difference.
This is the movie. This movie will always hold a special place in our hearts because this is the movie, if you remember, where Vin Diesel told us it was okay to go to the movies again.
Oh, that's
that
right.
perfectly timed. Remember how he was like, "Good news, COVID's over.
Yeah,
come back to the movies."
And it was like right as the headlines were like, "We're really concerned about this new Delta variant. We think it might be everywhere soon."
Delta variant. That would be a great subtitle for Fast 10. The movies. There's a curly-headed boy. This is what? This is Dom. No, this is Brian's kid.
Well, no, because his
What?
wife was still. Well, I mean, it might be. I guess is she living there with him?
I mean, they're family.
I mean, that would be his nephew, I guess. No, wait, that he did have a kid.
Remember what your daddy told you. Be precise in life.
Okay.
It can make all the difference. Now watch this. I'm reading subtitles. That way you can sync up if you see how you're
Little Brian.
Little Brian.
Is that his name is Brian?
No, stop. His son's name.
I think
In the captions, it says Little Brian. That can't be his son's name.
Well, I imagine it's Brian.
It's probably just Brian. It's probably not Little Brian. Although maybe that would be confusing. I don't know.
So he's just there visiting his
uncle. Okay.
and aunt.
Little
They got
Brian.
married, right? Letty and Dom.
Little Brian. First name Little. Last name Brian. Middle name Passion for Racing. Dom's got a lot of guns. Letty's got guns too. Little Brian's hiding in a a sort of storm shelter. If you've never seen,
just say I love there's a very Twister aesthetic happening here with this outfit that Letty's wearing plus a storm shelter. I'm very excited about that aesthetic. That's very much my vibe. I love all of that.
Right. So if you haven't watched any of these movies, let me catch you up real quick. It's about family.
Mm-hmm.
We've already got Roman is up in the mix.
Come out, little Brian.
Come out, little B. Big Brian, you should watch the films. Big Brian.
I mean, I guess it's a spoiler.
It's a spoiler. Not really.
I mean, I don't know.
Did he name his son Brian? Is that what happened?
Well, he said, remember what your father said.
Yeah, but he could be referring to himself in the third person. He does it all the time. Someone in chat, please clarify if the little boy is Dom's or not. Kurt Russell's in it now again. I love this flick.
Because Dom did have a kid, right?
The only spoiler is family, says Michael. Actually, the only spoilers are family and the spoilers in the actual cars. Little Brian is Dom's son. Thank you, Darcy. The one helpful person in chat. Thank you, Darcy.
Okay.
So Kurt Russell.
So Dom was talking about himself in third person. Remember what your daddy always says.
Yeah. Talking about him. So is that Robin Wright Penn?
No.
No.
That's what's her name from the last one.
Oh, right. Okay. Cypher. I got to turn this up a little bit.
I got to be honest. I never remember any names of any actors or characters or even the movies. Justin remembers all of it.
No, these, hun. I most of these I've watched drunk, and some of them I fell asleep halfway through. It's fun. It's fun, but I've never seen one of these in a theater with a crowd getting revved up. You know the one I did see?
Mm-hmm.
I saw when we were pitching the Adventure Zone animated series back, what was that, 2018, I guess. I saw Hobbs and Shaw in 40X with the vibrating seats and what all.
Oh my.
And they spray you in the face with water.
I would not enjoy that.
Dom's son just asked him where God is. This film. Is Wallace Shawn in this one? I mean, you hope.
Was he in one of them? Oh my gosh, I don't even. How did we watch all these movies?
Who in them?
Wallace Shawn?
You gotta hope for Wallace Shawn to be up in there.
Well, yeah, I would enjoy that.
He loves to work. Like Christopher Walken. His dad was a baker. He just loves to work.
Is Letty taken off?
Garrett said, I thought my shirt had Bonzi Buddy. No, it's one of my several Disney-themed Hawaiian shirts. You ever see any Disney Hawaiian shirts? Make sure to shoot your boy a link. Love those. Got a little collection of those. Just relaxes me, honestly. It's like a little vacation in a shirt.
Yeah. And I think of it as your fancy shirt. Is Letty leaving Dom? I think she's like leaving him, which is rough. Like, isn't she sort of? I know she did not give birth to this child, but like they're married.
He may be the only person that she remembers. I'm unclear on that.
No, she got all her memories back.
Okay.
There was an amnesia plot line.
If you can't make this out, we're at 10 minutes and some seconds. My first date ever was Fast and Furious 4 in the Mall of America. The date was terrible, and I got kicked out of the mall for being under 16 after 6 p.m. Hey, Antonia, that's not illegal. You can be under 16 anytime you want.
Just let that one lie.
Sarah says her memories came back just in time for her to be a stepmom to this kid. Thank you, Sarah.
But then why did she just... Is she coming back?
I don't know why Letty's leaving. She's going to do the mission. This is the mission.
Oh, okay.
Kurt Russell wanted them to do the mission.
Okay.
So Roman was already enlisted. And who's there?
So Dom was staying back.
Dom's like, I'll watch our son. And then
he was like, never mind.
I won't watch our son.
Good luck, little Brian.
Good luck, little Brian.
Is he in the storm cellar? Like,
no,
where did they leave?
He's home alone and Fast and Furious.
Oh. If the rest of this movie was just a new Home Alone with him defending.
I have to defend my house from Cypher.
From car crooks? Oh,
Hobbs and Shaw are trying to break into my house. Adam said, can you catch me up? Adam's only seen the first one. Yeah, like, it's about family.
Oh my God.
There's a bunch of street racers this is no bullshit. It's about a bunch of street racers that became master criminals that then started working for the government and became like G.I. Joe, basically. And then I catches you up.
That's more or less. I mean, like, it's just them going on various, like, and there's always sort of this question as to, like, what side of the law they're on, right? Like, they're always sort of a good bad guy.
And there's the other thing that you should know about this franchise that makes it really good is that sometimes people can't be in one and they'll just get other people. But then later, those people will be available again, and they'll just
put them all in there.
Just put them all in there. So there's like no rhyme or reason.
Feel like the gang just keeps getting bigger.
Like, there's a character named Roman who is in Fast and Furious 2, which Vin Diesel was not in, but Brian was.
Yes.
And then Brian and Roman were in this movie together. The actor that played Brian sadly passed away. He's also starring Meet the Deedles. He's got a long storied career. He passed away. Roman's just still there because Tyrese was in the movies and he liked being in them, I guess. Ludacris is just there. I mean, they're just in it. And they're a team together. They're best friends and they're family.
There are other people that they don't have the whole gang. But yeah, so in the movie, I'm remembering this now. Mm-hmm. In the movie world, Brian and Mia are both alive raising their child.
That's the other wild thing about this, this series.
They did not, the character Brian did not die.
The actor whose name
Paul Walker.
Paul Walker,
Paul Walker
did pass away.
And so that is why he was not in.
But I can't stress this enough. His character didn't. And that was like 4 movies ago.
No, I don't think it was that long ago.
3 is F7. I mean, it was 3 movies ago.
F9.
Yeah, but the last one he was doing was F6, is what I'm saying.
Oh, I thought he was in F7. I don't
F7 is actually the Fast and the Furious, right?
But anyway, he
is still alive.
But no, I think it's kind of beautiful in the fiction of the film. This made me cry when we watched it, but I was also like 2 drinks in and not at the beginning of my first. But I think it's kind of beautiful that him and the woman he marries in the film, Mia, live on in the fiction of the film with their child. They're like on a beach playing together as their last scene. And it's beautiful.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Beautiful. It's a lovely tribute.
It's a lovely tribute.
I'm going to cry again if I talk
They
about
always act like he's dead, though. Like, the way they shoot him and frame him, it's always like, and the way they talk about him, like, he's doing really well, I hope.
I think the conceit is that because they're still in the game, they had to completely cut ties forever with this part of their family so that they're not also endangered. So they're like permanently, they'll never see each other again. And Mia is Dom's sister, so that's like a big,
that's important.
They're like not just like the family they found. They are literally like
there's no difference. It's just family. So
well, I know. Family. I just mean
Tyrese is shooting. Just like, wow, he's shooting a lot of people. They're soldiers. I mean, this is what I'm talking about with this movie. Now I'm watching Tyrese. I'm watching Roman just like murder 10 dudes in like what is this? Like an abandoned temple or something? He's wearing a bulletproof vest. It's like, it got so...
It's very like Indiana Jones, Tomb Raider, something else is happening here.
He's
what
chasing...
country are they? Where are they?
I don't know. Adventurestan? So
it looks sort of like when they filmed Lost. It looks like Hawaii.
Yeah, it looks like Hawaii, doesn't it?
I'm sure. I don't know.
So there's the bad guys are chasing everybody in their cars. I mean, this isn't screwed. Whoa. A bigger Roman. That's got to be Roman. Yeah. Yeah. That's classic Roman for you. Little Brian has been left at home with a lot of questions about God, Jesus, and now Indiana Jones shut up, I guess. Basically, what are your guys' cups? Sid's got. Well, here's mine. I'll do my. See if I can do my beauty blogger.
I think we have like.
There we go.
Yeah, that's one of mine.
Yeah.
That we have like a whole. There's one of the local places that's like a whole women in science kind of series.
Was that from?
Isn't that from Full Circle?
Full Circle.
Or Full Circle Gifts. I don't know. How do you make that happen?
You do it kind of like, and then you move it a little bit. I don't know. Travis told me this is what beauty bloggers do. You put
Travis
your hand.
told you?
There we go.
Look. Is it? Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a Princess Bride glass.
Yeah.
Which I should. That's my favorite movie. Not to throw shade at Fast and Furious, but I showed it to Cooper the other day. She loved it so much.
My tattoo, to answer your question, is the MLB Giants logo. A fairly old one. I've had this for God, what? Dwight and I got this in the Elvis Costello tattoo. Spent what, 15 years? 10, 15 years?
It was right after I started the tattoo craze in our family. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I got a tattoo first, and then you did, and
well, me and Travis and Griff got the Triforce.
Taylor did. My tattoo predates Taylor's first tattoo. Yeah.
But they really leaned in.
Yeah, to get a lot more. I got the first one, and my mom came with me and got one right after me. Yeah. So Mom and I started, like, in our family. I don't mean I started a tattoo trend. I just mean in our Smurl McElroy little family.
There's really not much to talk. Oh my God. When they hit a car in this flick, like, it just explodes and flips over 10 times, and it's fantastic.
Most of the movies are just cars driving and exploding or not.
Yeah. They don't explode if Vin Diesel's driving.
Letty on the motorcycle is making me so nervous.
You mean anybody on a motorcycle ever?
Yes. At this moment, Letty's the only one on a motorcycle. But yes.
Things are just explode. Like we just watched the ground just exploded. Is somebody shooting at them?
Everything's exploding. Letty's on a motorcycle and she's not wearing a helmet. What about seat? Can we do a quick seatbelt check? Oh, nobody wears their seatbelt.
This is my new thing. Well, okay, she's got one.
Look at those seatbelts, and they're in a tank. Or
if a man named Ludacris is wearing a seatbelt and you aren't, that might be a time to check your situation.
Where are they?
Oh no!
Like the terrain. Now I feel like we're in. There's a landmine.
Tell me Roman's not going to die.
No, they're not.
There's a landmine right below his car. This got tense. Everybody, shut up. This is serious. I guess I always kick the windshield out. Okay. Oh my God. Oh God.
Oh man.
Oh God.
Don't fall right on it.
Don't fall right on it. Tasha.
Oh.
Oh.
Move.
Yeah, he's fine. He
made it.
He's fine.
Oh! Did that really just happen? No!
He was behind it.
He's fine.
He's fine.
They got us.
I hope he's got a good one-liner. Oh, man. He didn't die. I mean, that's the important thing.
They got us. That was good. I thought that
scene going so fast.
I thought that seemed too comical. You know, like poor taste.
Yeah.
Like very Final Destination. Letty, what?
I can't believe you fell for that, said Sarah. Eat rocks, Sarah. Go pound sand. Just because I'm getting immersed in this film.
We've become very invested in this franchise. They're family.
It's our family. Hey, will you do me a favor real quick, everybody? There's 475 people watch this. Will you like this video real quick? I think it's good. The YouTubers I watch, they say it's good for the algorithm. So if you would click it for the algorithm.
Is that true?
Look, a bunch of people clicked it. Yeah.
Oh, good catch, Dom.
I caught you with my car. She just said the device. We're not even trying anymore. The MacGuffin. John Cena.
What?
Unbelievable.
What's he doing there?
I stayed spoiler free on this one, y'all. I'm pumped. Cena. Cena's got the device. Get in. We're going after Cena.
Is he? Which side is he on?
his own side. Oh my
Where
God.
are they? It's gorgeous wherever they are.
Yeah. Jacob. You mean Jeff Angel?
Who's Jacob?
Jacob, Jeff Angel, John Cena.
Well, I mean, but why do they know him? Like, we never met him in another movie, right?
Yeah, I would remember John Cena. Unless that's grown up little Brian. I fell through an aging ray.
That does have that. This does have like the Room feel where like characters keep showing up and you're going, do we know these people? Has it been established who these people are?
There's just a car that's like rolling down a hill.
I know.
It's wild.
I'm worried that whoever's in it is not going to be okay. Oh, the bridge is out.
The bridge is out.
Yeah, I knew that would happen.
They're going up. They're driving up a bridge that is not suspended. That is no longer attached. To
okay,
anything. Here she goes, folks.
Of the big sciences that they make you study for medical school,
mm-hmm.
biology, chemistry, and physics. Physics was, not gonna lie, my weak point. I mean, I got A's. But
of course, still, you got A's.
But like, it was the one that I worked the hardest at. Like the others came a lot more naturally. The physics there, I know
it's tough.
That doesn't work.
Oh man, Charlie missed her first question in school today. She misspelled could on her spelling test.
It was to be fair, it was one of the bonus words. So instead of what she's been getting on her spelling test are 12 out of 10, she only got 11 out of 10.
Sydnee was still pretty
say
steamed.
Anything. No, I didn't. No, I'm very aware of my perfectionist tendencies, and I'm very conscious that I don't pass them on. I don't do that. All I do is celebrate. You did your best. That's all that matters.
I started trying to learn
it's hard.
Japanese around the time that Charlie started first grade, when really got into like reading stuff. And the takeaway from both of those experiences is the same, and it's that English sucks. Mm-hmm. It sucks. I don't blame her. When she's like, "Why is there an L?" I don't know.
When she asked me, "How do you remember could?" and I said, "You just memorize it." I don't know, because then the other word she had to know was old, and she was like, "Well, is it OULD?" Nope. It's what you think. I don't know.
English is a mess. That's right.
Yeah, I do.
Do we have any people who speak English as a second language? Because I imagine that was quite quite a fucking production. I can't imagine, honestly.
Are you supposed to use profanity?
What? Ooh, I don't know. Well, I already have.
Okay.
Do we? I feel like on this show we have.
You know what? I think you do. I don't think I do. I try. I'm not like anti-profanity. I think profanity is just fine. I just like to make our shows for everyone.
Who's that?
This is a guy from the government.
Okay, Sarah says we cussed another one, so thank you, Sarah.
Thank you. I may have dropped like an HELL here and there.
You might have watched it. Oh, he's Brian's friend. Right. Yes. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Thank you.
This is great. I'll take this over director's commentary any day. Hey, thanks to everybody who liked the video. Look at that. We got 200 likes.
Oh, thank you.
Y'all are good eggs. Thank you. It was fun. I love you both, says Liam. Well, that's nice. Thanks. I like doing these streams. It's fun. Mm-hmm. This is what we would be doing anyway. We'd try to be talking less.
Yeah, well, I talk a lot during movies. You're holding perfectly still, I notice. Not in theaters. Well, we don't go to theaters. In the before times, we went to theaters. But at home. Do you miss theaters?
I miss theaters. No.
Vin Diesel wants you to go back to the theater.
Go back to the movies, Justin. No, towards the end, even pre-pandemic, I got into. Oh, it's his dad.
That was
in
his
the exploding
dad?
car. That's messed up. I would never get in a car again. Towards the end, I found that like it's really bad for my anxiety. Like sitting through a film, it's like really, it's tough. I can't get like lost in it. I just get like kind of panicky. Which I used to love about the movies. I don't know.
It's the time. It's a lot of time.
It's a lot of time to sit in the dark.
There's so much stuff to do.
I honestly spend a lot of time in my head with the way I work, and it's nice when I have free time to like talk to people and get out of my head a little bit. Like movies are tough for that. Of course, when we're watching at home, then we can just. So let's talk spooky movies, new spooky films that we watched this year.
Yeah, because we're in this flashback.
Is that John Cena?
I think
that's John Cena.
Yeah,
in the flashback.
Yeah, young John Cena is there with young Vin Diesel, and they're friends, and then I guess later become enemies.
And then after that, lovers. So we have maybe time will tell. We watched 3 on Shudder that were really good. So
wait, Toretto's other son, they're brothers.
Brothers.
We should really have been paying closer attention.
No, we got it. They're brothers. They're brothers. They're brothers. That's something else. They're brothers. So
Who's
what is the?
guy?
That's the boy from True Blood, right?
Yeah, it's the boy from True Blood, but like
that doesn't inform his character in this
who
film,
is he?
Right? It's so wild that they got a 20-something to play a young Dom. It's insane.
Dom
like,
doesn't look. I have
like
no
this.
idea how old the character Dom is supposed to be, or how old Vin Diesel actually is. But he doesn't look that much older. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's a very well preserved man, however old he actually is. He doesn't look that far from his early 20s.
Okay, got 3 from Shudder for you. First is Slacks, which is a seemingly silly horror movie about pants that murder people in a fashion boutique, but it's actually saying some pretty interesting stuff about excuse me, what's the term I'm looking for?
It's a message.
It's a message.
I don't want to say too much.
It's true.
It's true. Yeah, like
it's got a cool message.
It's better than you'd think a movie about murderous pants would be.
Yes. Also watch.
You might think that sounds great. We watched a movie about a murderous tire.
That's true. Rubber. Go watch the trailer for Rubber.
It's real.
It'll flip your bean. We watched one that was less of a thriller, more of a black comedy called The Columnist.
The Columnist?
Yeah, which is about...
Was it a Dutch?
Yeah, Dutch, I think. It's about a woman who's a writer on the internet about... I mean, you don't exactly get the idea, but
she's like her main... It's like a feminist writer. Her main... I think that's why she
I didn't know if I was allowed to say that word, so I'm glad
you're not... If you're allowed to say feminist?
I'm just saying I didn't know. I just didn't want to mess up. So she's feminist. And she has critics on the internet because, of course, she does. Except the difference is where she starts killing them. It's great. It's great. It's hilarious. It made me very happy. But it also sort of pushes back against, like, it follows that to its logical.
Right.
It's good.
Right.
The one we watched last night or 2 nights ago, The Boys from County Hell, which is like an Irish, like Shaun of the Dead-ish.
Yeah, like fun vampire.
Yeah. It's
kind of.
Yeah. Not quite as silly.
But it's got a good heart to it.
Yeah.
Like it's fun, but like it made me cry. I don't know. That
made you cry too?
Mm-hmm. That doesn't mean it'll make you cry. It just.
VC said Justin is canceled for saying the F word. Can I say something about? I love Charlize Theron. I think she's great in so much stuff. Freaking great in Mad Max. Great in Reindeer Games.
Yeah.
Great in Devil's Advocate. Great in so many things. Monster. This haircut, I can't. I can't get there. I can't get there. I can't get there. Chat, what do you think? Can you get there with this?
I will defend this bowl cut. I don't have the bone structure for it, but she does. Look at that.
Extraordinary is great. Yes, we watched that. Remember that one with the
look at that.
Yeah, I mean, Charlize Theron. What can you do?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter what she does with her hair.
It matters to me. It doesn't. I don't like it. I can't get there.
I like it.
Remember that one with I was about to say Maeve Binchy, but I'm not sure that's right. And I think Will Forte's in it too and she sees ghosts.
Yeah.
So funny.
Oh, I forget what that one was called. We haven't watched The American Scream yet.
If y'all haven't watched The American Scream, I think that's on Shudder as well. But
is it? I feel like it's other places too.
It is
because but anyway, TV, but it's great.
It's a documentary about home hunters, and it goes into like why they love Halloween so much. It's great.
It's really lovely.
So anyway, those are the ones we've watched.
I mean, I've watched with our children. I have watched Hocus Pocus a couple times. I've watched The Addams Family multiple times.
David S. Pumpkins Halloween special.
We've watched that a lot.
No, we watched another horror movie.
Some Scooby-Doos, which aren't horror movies, but some of them are spooky. What other sort of Halloween-y? There's something else I've watched with the kids.
What else? What other new ones?
I've watched The Nightmare Before Christmas with Cooper several times. Oh my gosh, it's her favorite.
What else do y'all like?
If you're getting the vibe that Cooper's kind of
she's a little dark,
yeah. I mean, in
a fun way.
Yeah, in a fun way.
Yeah, in like a Tim Burton way. New Muppet. New Muppet Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, that was.
God, y'all should have seen me. I'm a little bit of a Disney fan, and there's a lot of references to the ride.
It's a whole movie based on a ride at Disney World.
It worked for me.
Yeah,
I'm a sucker for.
Which shouldn't sound. I mean, like Pirates of the Caribbean exists, so I guess that's not like you.
Yeah. And Jungle Cruise. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I thought we were about to get some sort of strange history lesson here.
You ever heard about Genghis Khan's little brother?
Genghis Khan's little brother. So is she encased in, was she surrounded by
she's in prison, right,
glass?
chat? She's in prison.
She's in prison?
Look at that. 502 viewers, 494 likes. You are the best.
Aww.
The best. Best of the best. I should watch the Fruity Pebbles Castle of Torment, a scary castle with 100 rats. That is not a Halloween movie. That is a podcast that my daughter came up with. But thank you. I'm glad you liked it.
Charlie has wild ideas.
Alex said Genghis Khan. That's Genghis Khan's little brother, Dingus. Oh, man. I want to pillage too. Ah, shucks, Dingus. You take all the pillaging before I can even get there. Hey, do you want to see my yo-yo tricks? Genghis, come back! I'm gonna do yo-yo trick.
I bet they used to play Taste My Steel when they were little.
Yeah. Have you seen Spookly Pumpkin? Connor, get fucked. Of course, you've seen Spookly Pumpkin, the square pumpkin.
I tell you, you want to take a journey, watch the Christmas one.
Yeah, that's right. A square pumpkin Christmas movie.
A square pumpkin named Spookly, but it's his Christmas special.
Yeah.
That was really weird. Yes, the children like Spookly. We have 2 Spooklies on our front porch.
Simon said little Brian Kahn. This is Genghis Khan's little brother, little Brian.
Where is little Brian?
Where's little Brian in all this? Come back to little Brian. Cowards.
I don't feel like I did this before I became a parent, but now as a parent, anytime a child is introduced and then vanishes for the rest of a movie, all I can think, like, I'm watching.
How's the child?
Where is the kid?
We should. Ronna said we should watch Monster House. You ever watch that one? It's great. It's who directed that? It's a well-known director. It's not Zemeckis, but it's like Barry Sonnenfeld.
Yeah.
Who directed Monster House? Hey Siri, who directed Monster House? Hey Siri, who directed Monster House?
Which one? I found 2. Monster House. And Haunted House, Monster Truck, Little Red Car.
Siri, quick break. Do you really think I meant Haunted House, Monster Truck, Little Red Car?
Sorry, I couldn't quite hear you. Could you please repeat what you said?
I'll just look it up.
Why aren't you watching Fast 9?
Hey, aren't you streaming right now?
It's a shame that all these characters have such fun when they're just hanging out together, but they never get to hang out together. All they get at the end of every movie, they get one cookout. They get one cookout. They're usually drinking Corona. I never see what food, like the food's always on the grill. So you don't like actually, no, you see them praying. So they're about to eat. Anyway, that's all they ever get for hangout time. And then it's just like car crime or car saving. Mia.
Wait, does Mia have little Brian? Does Mia bring little Brian into this?
No, because Mia and Brian have their own son. Okay, but
I don't.
Okay, so in this, so Brian is at home with their kid.
That's very
their kids. Oh, that's right. There's more than one.
Do you think little Brian went to stay with big Brian? I think it's confusing.
That's got to be what's going on. So now he's at home with 3 kids.
That's a real, kind of say, that's a real man.
Mm-hmm.
Real man doesn't lift a helicopter above his head and throw it at a freight train or whatever Vin Diesel will do in this movie. Roman's at home, like Brian, watching his kids. Where's that movie?
Home Alone.
Mr. Vroom.
With 3 young children and no adult contact for an extended period of time, or intense car heroics, life-threatening explosions.
Just in case you're sort of losing the track here, Jacob has got a device that lets him basically control any weapon, right?
So he's gonna blow up.
Okay, Lucas just said Ares is the god of war, right? Jacob get his hands on this, he'll be the god of damn near everything. It's good. So there's another half of the device.
Like,
if we're gonna get Jacob to it, we're gonna have to split up. Roman, Tez, I know a couple of the guys out there that have determined because something we need. Wait, one more.
Why do they no?
Nobody's transmission has one name connected to the key. You guys are gonna want to brace yourself for this.
There's one name connected to the key. It's no way. Han? Of course, Han is connected to all this.
How is Han's death connected to all of this?
Han was a character. I can't. It's too much. Let me sum up.
We met Han in Tokyo Drift.
Not Han Solo. I can see how that's confusing. Tokyo.
Okay. Yeah, Han died in Tokyo Drift, but then the other movie. Oh, when do we go back?
The chronology of Fast and Furious.
Tokyo Drift is 3, but
it's confusing.
Anyway, like I think we're at the point in the timeline where Han is dead again.
Yes. Yeah, because
because now we're back in 1989.
Right. So we're at. I think it culminates in 6. They just asked Dom. Okay, so far in this film, Dom has been asked, "Where is God?" And then these guys just asked, "Is money an illusion or is it real?" And Dom's answer, it's both. Of course.
I think that's the answer you give when you just like I want to sound like the most philosophical person here.
Yo, it's both. Will says, what the fuck is going on? I just got here.
Oh, man. I mean, right now we're back in 1989.
It's impossible to say.
Or thereabouts, because he's been in jail for a while. Dom went to jail after his dad died because he got in a fight with
the boy from True Blood.
The guy from True Blood.
But now he's out and he's dressed like Dom.
So he's in jail and he's fixing cars and now he's out of jail. And here we go. The car party scene.
Sarah, is that true? That's not true.
Gotta have the car party scene. Every one of these movies has this scene. Guys rolling up in their fast cars.
Yes,
and a bunch of
shorts.
People. Yes, and a bunch of people dancing. Usually a good number of booty shorts in the crowd. Everyone's very excited about the guys in cars. Everyone's ready to watch some fast racing. Although, like, they don't really see most of the race because they just drive around the streets. Oh, and that's his little brother.
When'd you get out, man? I said I got next. Come on, dog. You don't want to race me in buddies all the time. Hard to make the driver.
Uh-huh. Why?
Hey, hun.
Why can't these brothers get along?
Can you read me? Can you read me the name, the full name of the character Han from the Fast and Furious films?
His name is not Han Solo.
His name's Han Solo.
Han Solo. Was that a fake name?
Han Solo. I love these movies.
I have a problem with that.
Whoa, Dom says Jacob killed dad. Their dad, not my dad. My dad's fine. A little diverticulitis, but he's fine.
Is that Jacob?
Yeah, that's Jacob. Yes.
And how did he kill him?
It's unclear. It's probably clear if you watch the movie.
Did he not do something right?
He probably
was doing the car.
Zig what he should have zagged.
The car things. Well, he wasn't driving. He was just standing. He was in the pit crew, right? So, like, he screwed something up.
No.
No. When they all drive. Okay, so they drive off fast. What do you think the crowd that is assembled to watch this race is now doing?
Do you mean? Yeah, I would. That is a great point. I've never thought of that.
Watch the race.
There's a huge.
They can't see it. Now.
There's a huge crowd of booty people, and they all gather at the beginning, and then the cars drive away very quickly, and it's got to be like a weird moment where you're like, "Should we?"
And you're all like, "Woo!" And then,
I mean, they might be driving to the end of the race, but there's no way they could get there in time, right?
No. I mean, if they could, then why aren't they racing?
They must have just been like, let's go get some food. Who wants to go get food? That's the end of the race. Someone at the end of the race call us and let us know who won race. Oh, he's cranking up some nitrous.
Oh, yeah.
Of course he is. The other thing you should know about Fast and Furious movies is there's always nitrous.
If you had a drinking game about the Fast and the Furious series, every time somebody cranks up that nitrous, that would be a time you drink. Also, anytime someone says the word family. We could have made this up, but like,
They're both waiting to see who's going to pull the trigger on the nitrous first.
Did he do it too early? Or
I think he did it too early. Too soon.
Too soon.
Too soon, says Dom. But Dom did it then later.
And see. Oh, and listen to him yell, no! Oh, look at that. Look at that Danny Zuko move.
I don't understand what he has to.
That was a very Danny
Now you
Zuko
have to
moment.
eat your shorts like we planned. The bet was whoever loses has to eat their shorts.
Now does he have to admit that he killed their dad?
Admit you killed our dad because you lost the race. It's a trial by combat.
I just wish everybody... What?
Sarah says for losing, he had to keep driving and never come back. Thank you, Sarah. I don't know what we'd do without you. And I mean that in other contexts other than
driving and never come back?
Yeah. That's his... Eventually you'll go around the world and then you'll come back. That's the way world goes.
No, he doesn't believe that. Dom's a flat earther.
Is that True Blood Boy grown up? Why do we have... Is that Michael Rourke?
I don't know.
Unbelievable.
Oh,
he
that's
just
the
said
truth. They're all about family.
The worst thing you can do to a Toretto is take away their family.
These Torettos are all about family.
True Blood really understands the Torettos.
He's not True Blood anymore.
Now he's old. He's still True Blood
now
through and through.
Was he on Walking Dead?
He's Walking Dead now. He went from True Blood to Walking Dead.
That was weird.
Yeah. Which guy from True Blood's in it? Melissa, if I knew the character's name from True Blood. Oh, Hoyt?
Yeah.
It's Hoyt. There you go.
That dated the redheaded vampire.
Jessica.
I can see her saying Hoyt now that you say that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, she does D&D stuff now.
Oh, does she?
Like actual play stuff. Yeah.
That was a good show for a while.
It had its moments, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be a good rewatch podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Except that for 2 seasons, you have to utterly lose your absolute mind because it gets.
I read all the books. Do you remember that? Yeah. I read every single one of the books in that series.
Yeah. I heard they're working on a reboot for a while,
sexy.
but it never.
The books are sexy. I mean, the show is sexy.
The show is sexy, except when it's absolutely mental. Dumb.
I just think the introduction of fairies was a lot.
That was early, though.
Yeah, but that is
it's endemic.
It's in there. I don't know. I wrestle with the ending of both the TV show and the book, frankly.
Do you want to get drinks or do you want to do a Q&A?
I'll go get drinks.
You sure? I think people would like to take a vote, quick vote in the chat. Who should go get drinks? Whoever gets drinks, the other person does a Q&A. Who gets drinks? Quick vote.
I have trouble.
Is there a vote button?
Looking at the questions.
Create a poll. Yes. Yes, I'm creating a poll. Don't vote.
Oh, well, while you create a poll, should I go?
No. Get drinks.
Ooh, do they have ramen? Ooh, they have ramen.
I had ramen for dinner.
I want ramen.
I put it in. Can you all see the poll? Sarah's gonna have to tell me how polls work because I can't see the poll. Did a poll pop up for you? Whoa.
Get a better shot of that ramen.
Let's zoom in on the ramen.
I just want to see that ramen. Oh my gosh, I love this scene. I feel like I'm watching Terrace House.
All right, it's me.
It's you?
Yeah, I'm getting drinks.
Oh.
What do you want? Same?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to have to move closer because I can't see the computer screen. Even with my glasses. I know we can't DoorDash ramen. The kids are asleep. We had dinner.
There's ramen in the fridge.
There is ramen in the fridge. We have extra ramen. I'm trying not to lean over that far. We haven't seen the Sleepy Hollow show. We need more spooky stuff. We're just drinking whiskey and ginger ale. Well, Justin drinks ginger beer. I don't like ginger beer. I like ginger ale. His has bitters too. My necklace is a friend of mine got this for me in 2016, I guess, and it's supposed to be the a piece of the glass ceiling with cracks in it. So a very dear friend of mine got me this, and I really like it. We didn't make the ramen. We got it from a new place locally. They're every time something opens up in Huntington, like we've never had that before, we get very excited. So a place opened up recently that has ramen that you can buy, like not the package, and we were very excited. So we got some. I don't know. What am I going to be for Halloween? We haven't picked costumes. I don't know. Sometimes we dress up when we're not like doing anything. Sometimes we dress up when we take the girls trick-or-treating. Charlie has a Beetlejuice. It's Beetlejuice, but it's like a skirt. So Beetlejuice costume that I think she's going to wear. And then Cooper has, she got a Lydia Dietz costume, like the red dress she wears at the end, the wedding dress, which is really cool. But I think she's going to go Wednesday Addams. I think that's what she's going to settle on. So we'll see. Oh, the Worst Witch. I can't get the girls into the Worst Witch. They just don't like it yet. I don't know why. I'm going to keep trying, though. Do we dress up around what Charlie does? Yes. Typically, like we try to do family things. That's what we've done in the past. But I don't know. It's hard because they both have their own sort of like visions now. And so I want to let them do whatever they want to do. We always have more than one costume for them, though, because they dress up for school, or well, Charlie does, and then they dress up for trick or treat, and then like you gotta have at least one extra for dress up fun at home. So we've never dressed as each other for Halloween. My favorite is Justin and I have done Bill and Ted, and I really like those costumes. And we've done Wayne and Garth. Those were good too. We haven't done that in a long time. Justin was showing earlier, do you or Justin have any tattoos? Justin has a couple of tattoos. And I have a couple of, they're not anywhere really secret. I'm wearing long sleeves and pants, so I'd have to like remove layers to show you. But yeah, I have a couple too. Please tell me school is masked. Yes, actually, the school Charlie is going to specifically, we allowed because they mandate masks, and they've been very good. They haven't had any, knock on wood, outbreaks so far. They have an incredibly high vaccination rate for the teachers. It's not mandated. Our state is doing its best to dismantle any sort of vaccine mandate that could exist anywhere legally, like legislatively. But they are, and so far we've been very lucky with the kids. I mean, we've also like hermited them away in the house for months on end, but we've been very lucky. Man, I can't wait till they can be vaccinated. Is Cooper thinking about being Wednesday because Riley played her? In part, yes. So we watched, the first Addams Family we watched was this summer. My parents directed an outdoor theater production here of the Addams Family musical, and Riley was in it as Wednesday, and the kids loved it, and Cooper especially loved it. And so then we started watching that over and over again on DVD, and then the Addams Family movies, and we are just obsessed now in this house with the Addams Family constantly. That is on. Justin's just making more whiskey gingers. Oh, and he's got something else with him. Looks like he's got a treat.
I just probably use some.
Let's see. Let's see any. We've seen Squid Games. Yes, we are. Well, we haven't watched the whole thing. We're on episode 3. I got to be honest. We like watch an episode and then we have to watch something like Taskmaster or something afterwards to like clear our brains.
Yeah.
And since between when our kids go to bed and when we go to bed, it's a pretty short window, so we're slow going. I'm always jealous. Taylor and Riley binge every show that comes out, and I just don't.
Helen Mirren's presence in this franchise is honestly one of the things that keeps me going. It's been a tough couple of years.
Justin brought me. I'm assuming this is for me, or I'll share it with you.
I don't know. I just thought you might.
Banana bread. Homemade banana bread. Justin has started perfecting banana bread.
What else you got?
One loaf at a time. Which was born of the fact that we keep buying bananas because our children demand bananas and then eat one banana and then won't eat any more bananas. So Justin, we don't want to let food go to waste. So he started making banana bread out of them. And now Cooper will just like scream for banana bread. Am I missing more questions? I can't see that far.
Mm-mm. The Q&A's over. I'm back.
Oh, okay.
What did I miss? What did I miss?
I have no idea. I've been answering questions. Helen Mirren showed up. They appear to be somewhere in the UK because there are British flags everywhere.
This is a secret to banana bread. Look at these. Can you guys see the mix-ins? It's a little close textured, but can you guys see the mix-ins? Let me beauty blogger it for you. No? Okay. Wait, there. Yes, there we go. We got almonds. We got coconut. We got chocolate chips. Bananas are bad by themselves. Bananas are just the beginning.
We started using these coconut yogurts with chocolate and almonds in them. Oh, as a mix-in, like
I use yogurt. Like a half cup of yogurt or sour cream. You can do it. Really makes it moist.
Today, did you already mention we got our flu shots?
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with the movie. We got our flu shots today, all 4 of us.
Yeah.
It is a little late. I feel a little bad about how late it was. I kept waiting.
It's been a route. You were on service, and then.
Well, I didn't want to. It's hard. It's hard to find a place here for kids other than like the office, which is a whole rigmarole. So we wanted to take them to the health department, but they're not doing it as frequently because they're doing COVID vaccines, and I don't know. It's a whole thing. Anyway, we got it all figured out, so we could all do it together.
You would never know.
All 4 of us.
It's very funny if you know Sydnee and you know what we do. To imagine being at the health department satellite office that's next.
They set up this really nice big vaccination center up near the mall.
It's next. It's where CC's Pizza used to be.
Next
to Best Buy. Next to Best Buy, where
Everybody
CC's Pizza and the Lifeway.
They did it for COVID vaccines, but now they're also doing flu vaccines. They're doing both. They do both.
But we were there and we took Charlie in, and she said, "You're my favorite American." I love this movie. Well, I love this franchise. This movie's fun. So we took Charlie. We didn't tell her until the last minute.
Charlie has a lot of fear of vaccines.
No, it's shots. She's not afraid of vaccines.
Well, okay. Well, I mean, I shouldn't. Okay.
If she can huff it, she'd be fine.
She's afraid of needles, but Cooper doesn't care.
Yeah.
I mean, she doesn't love it.
She'd like rather not, but Charlie, like literally 3 separate times, stood up
and ran
bolted for the door.
Length. We were at like a table really far. It was huge. It was nice though because everybody's masked. It's huge because that's what I'm trying to avoid is taking our kids in somewhere crowded now. And here everybody's masked. It's huge. We're far away from everybody else. They had everything ready to go. I'd done my paperwork, so it should have been really fast. Charlie bolted for the door twice. I had to chase her across the entire vaccination center and then like kneel down and hold her and like talk her down and walk her back over the table and then like get her all calmed down and like, I'm going to hold you. We're ready. Bolts again. And I'm like, but they gave him popsicles. It was real. They had nice. Ice pops. That was so nice. Charlie said, "Can I put it in my mouth while you do it?" And the lady was like, "We'd rather you not." And I was like, okay. But they were troopers. They got him. They're very happy. Charlie keeps saying, "Now I won't get the flu." So she gets it.
Someone asked me where I got my Hawaiian shirt. I think I got this one from the Disney store. That was still a going concern before they shut it down.
That's often the present that me or like my mom, other members of our family will get Justin for birthdays or holidays, or one of these Disney themed Hawaiian shirts because he's really into them.
It's just like a little pick me up.
You see little Mickeys. There's a little Mickey on here.
What?
It's a subtle Mickey. It's a subtle Mickey.
It's a subtle. It's like a subtle grown-up Mickey. When the Celexa isn't doing its job, I'll put on a subtle grown-up Mickey. Brighten my mood a little bit.
You know. A subtle grown-up Mickey. The kids love them.
I have tried truly alcoholic Pop Shane. Mary brought me one, and I ate it. It was good. I liked it. Oh, no. Finally, Jacob and Dom squaring off. Babushka.
He said Toretto, and they both turned.
Yeah. Don't you feel like this and John Wick would be a great crossover? It'd be great.
I guess there's a I don't know. I have such a deep respect for what the John Wick movies are doing. It's hard for me to.
Yeah.
There's nothing like. I don't feel like in John Wick he's doing anything like any fancy tricks or stunts. I just feel like he's really good at,
it's choreographed, right? I mean, he's not just improvising, shooting a bunch of people in the head.
No, but I mean, the character isn't choreographed.
Okay.
The stunts in this, like they plan them ahead. They're like, we're going to do this car stunt. When they did the car robberies, it was all planned ahead. Okay. I don't mean like movie. I mean like the idea is this team got together and sat down and we're like, let's talk about what cool car stunt we're all going to do. With John Wick, it's just like he's like a force of nature.
Yeah.
He just shows up in the room. Yaga. Yeah, and like murder's going to happen and there's no stopping it. And it's about grief.
Baba Yaga. It's my best celebrity impression. It's not exactly like that guy. Is that who's that?
I don't know. I don't know.
See how they're boxing shit? All this cool, this is mine. I've been around the world. Oh, I almost forgot. You might need this. Your boy Jacob mentions are important to the gun.
Amanda says it's Cardi B.
I like her cool team of murdering ladies.
And she's got a lot of weapons and pistols. Or WAP.
No. I have so lost track of what's happening. Letty and Mia are checking out this house. They're looking for clues. What clues are they looking for, Justin?
A lot of people said good one, Justin. They're liking it.
Oh, are people liking that?
Guess some people weren't liking it. Whoa. Yes. The problem with this movie and with being professional critics of this franchise is there's so many characters. You literally, and it's such a big franchise that could attract its own guest stars. I never know if somebody's like a returning face from 6 movies ago, or if it's just like a star cameo that they got for, man.
And maybe every time you watch it, one of these films, you're just talking about it for like a podcast or a live stream, so you're not really paying attention.
Yeah.
So you never fully dial in. I will say though that I feel like even if I was dialed in, it becomes more and more inscrutable as time goes on.
Can I say something else? I don't normally comment about this sort of thing because it's out of people's hands, but Michelle Rodriguez has looked the same age for 20 years.
Yeah.
It is genuinely wild. Like she looks basically exactly like she did on Lost. It's wild.
I enjoy Letty's energy. I think that sort of like low key rage that both her and Dom are supposed to have. I feel like she pulls it off a little more.
Well, it's a little more under the surface. Yeah, it's good, though.
The energy is there though. Like you feel like she's like coiled like a spring.
Whoa! Oh, I love that move. Jumping out a window, the dude. Everybody's talking about my shirt. Why is your shirt not the hot topic of conversation? This is what I don't understand.
The supermarket sweep sweatshirt you got off Etsy or whatever. I love supermarket sweep. It's my dream to be on supermarket sweep. I don't know that I'd be particularly good at it. I just wanted to do it. You know, I just love the game. You know?
Yeah.
It's like people who play Survivor and it's just about playing the game.
Yeah.
Just want to play the game.
Yeah,
supermarket sweep.
The fuck?
Wait, who was that?
It's fucking hot. What?
No, it wasn't.
No, was that Han?
No,
it showed him like very, very low light.
No, it wasn't. Han definitely died. I don't know who it was. If they were in a previous movie, I don't remember.
Sydnee, that's Han.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Like, don't be surprised when they fake their own death. They like Roman faked his own death an hour and 10 minutes ago.
We didn't fake it.
I mean, we were faked on it, you know?
What is that guy doing?
How's the banana bread? I used berry yogurt this time, isn't it?
It's delicious. You want a bite?
No. Yeah. It's overdone.
No, it's not. Justin's been baking banana bread, which Cooper loves, and like a whole grain bread. Is there a name for that?
Spent grain bread.
Spent grain bread. It's because we're brewing beer, and with the leftover grains, Justin has been baking bread.
Mm-hmm. It's good. It's really like.
And Charlie loves that one.
It's very hearty.
Oh yeah.
It's very hearty, fibrous. Really cleans you out. Kind of bread.
It's really good.
That beer is probably carbonated by now. Maybe not. I don't know.
So if not, tomorrow.
Yeah.
We made a pumpkin ale. 'Tis the season.
'Tis the season. Spelt? Yeah, what'd I say?
You said spent.
Spelt. Yeah, spelt. Great. Oh.
I didn't know.
Cameras are done. I literally think that they just ask the people in these movies, like, where do you want to go? Because we'll just make up a scene about that area. Because
only here in 1700. I feel like I'm in Transylvania someday.
Roman is in London and he's looking at people in barrister's wings. And he said, I feel like I'm in Transylvania or some damn where.
Oh, that does not make sense.
Whatever. It's the best. Tyrese and where's that?
They've been in the same place though.
Where's that spinoff? I want Ludacris and Tyrese in that spinoff. I don't want any more Hobbs and Shaw. Although I don't think there's much chance of The Rock coming back to this storied franchise.
Oh, did he die?
The Rock? Never.
No, I mean the character.
No, he had some unpleasantness with Vin.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's honestly said, remind me later. I'll tell you about they had kind of a back and forth about coaching.
About coaching
acting styles, about Vin trying to coach Rock's acting and who's a better actor and who's a better director. And
I thought you meant like sports coaching. I was like, they're coaches too? Since when?
Looking at this rough doll electronic Sydnee.
Security systems. That's it. That's what Jacob is about.
Well, I mean, he's got the Jungle Cruise thing going on. You think there'll be a sequel?
Did you like Jungle Cruise? Yeah, there is. They're working on it.
Oh, I liked Jungle Cruise.
I like Jungle Cruise a lot. Cooper got really into that
Emily
one,
Blunt, I'd watch her in anything.
Oh, the best.
Anything, I'd watch her.
The best.
And the whole thing is she wears pants. Love it.
I've got a lot of different friends who've worked with Emily Blunt in different films, and they all say that she's really nice.
That's nice to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All my different friends who work with Emily Blunt say she's very nice.
All your different friends?
I have lots of different friends who've done movies with
Definitely
Emily Blunt.
multiple, not just the one.
No, there's lots of people I know that I've worked with Emily Blunt that all say she's great.
Lots of people he knows, not just the one. Lots of people. You know, you're just tripping over celebrities here in Huntington, West Virginia.
Yeah, there's loads.
When you go down to Heritage Farm to check out the petting zoo and the doll museum, celebrities everywhere.
Hey, do y'all know about the doll museum? I didn't put this on social media because I don't actually know what to do with it. But so in Huntington, we have this thing called Heritage Farm.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. It's great. It's like a farm that it's not a farm really. It's more like
they've recreated like an old village.
Yeah,
and they have like an old general store and blacksmith, and they've got like a petting zoo area, and they have like children's sort of museum-y kind of place where they have an old schoolhouse and and they have like a little farm set up where you can pretend to milk a cow and plant things in a garden and work in the store, and it's like that kind of place. And you can do like a wagon ride, and there's zip lining, there's a tree house, beautiful. You should appreciate that. The tree house, the woodwork, gorgeous tree house.
Gorgeous.
You can do ropes course, that kind of stuff there too. But and you can rent it out. You can rent it out for events.
The scene where we in the My Brother Me TV show the one where we're standing with the horse, that was at Heritage Farm. I was about to reference the deleted scene about us getting possessed by ghosts. That was at Heritage Farm, but they didn't want us to. Anyway, there's a doll museum made by one older couple who she made all the dolls, and he restored a bunch of different carriages.
It's I don't even know how to describe it. They're all okay. So it's filled with these gorgeous, like porcelain, I assume is what they look like.
I mean, gorgeous is one word for it. You can't touch them,
so I don't know. I didn't touch them. They look like porcelain dolls.
I'm gonna
and they are like she handmade all of the.
I'm gonna see if I can get these images to show up for you.
I mean, like some of the tableaus are way more intense than that. Like these dolls are living their best lives in all these various
they've got
scenes.
Like different story scenes.
Yeah, they've got like people in a playroom or a dining room or like a wedding scene.
Look at this.
They have dolls that are babies, dolls that are kids, and then dolls that are like adults.
Look at this.
That's a life-size staircase in there in case it's not clear.
Yeah.
Like a human could walk up it.
Wait, let me show you.
Now, I know what you're thinking because Justin is showing you this. Are these dolls? Don't ask that question.
Oh, yeah. They don't like to talk about
They don't like, if you
look mention, it's Mario. It's him.
If you mention that perhaps some may find, while the artistry is unquestionable and like the little gowns that are made and things for the doll. I mean, I really can't stress that enough. It's amazing. It's so meticulous. It's beautiful. No doubt. Being in the room with all of them is a little unsettling. I think for some of us. Don't say that there, though.
Don't say that there. They don't like to talk about how it's a little unsettling. Look at this scene. This will give you an idea. It's all like this, right? It's like, hold on. I'm trying to get it for you. I know. Oh, here we go. See, it says luxury travel. And then it's just a luxury travel scene. And this carriage.
You don't have the bathroom.
Is like a restored. Yeah, I do. Hold on.
Oh, no.
Hold on, wait. So you look over into a bathroom.
Which, by the way, you have to like be tall enough to look over the door. So this is not for kids.
This is not for kids. This is an adult bathroom scene. Hold on. I'm trying to get it for you. Because it's real. There we go. I'm not sure if you can make this out, but this baby's whole ass is out. And it's in the bathroom, and they put a toilet. It's like a non-working, non-functional toilet. But this is at Heritage Farm. If you can ever get there.
I have never seen a place like it on Earth. And granted, I'm sure there is a place like it on Earth. I haven't been all over Earth. It is wild.
It's wild.
It's wild.
It's wild. It's a singular place in the country. I've been to lots of.
There's one doll that has a gown with handmade lace. I mean, it's this gorgeous big gown, and these little whatchamacallits, like pictures. What am I trying to say? The little pictures of people.
Cameo,
like cameos, like little cameos of other dolls in the doll museum across the front of her little dress that was handmade. But yes, it was like, and okay, how about this?
I love
some of the dolls have pink/red eyes, and that seems like an odd choice. Immediately, like looking at, especially like the red ones, and when we sort of questioned, like, why was that decision made? They were like, oh, nobody would ever do that intentionally because it makes them look a little scary. It's they turned that color over time.
Jacob and Dom are fighting. It's been great.
These two brothers really should stop and get along, you know?
Yeah, it's really important to work with your brothers.
Guys, start a podcast.
Do a podcast. No,
it's a great way to communicate. Oh, no, you don't. They could put you out of business. What's happening?
Who's looking at the chat? See what chat's up to. Yeah, you should come out. I can't believe the numbers are going up. We've been watching this movie for an hour and 18 minutes, and there's more people who are like, let me pop in there real quick. That means y'all must be tweeting about it like, it's the greatest stream I've ever seen. I'm loving it. What?
They know you're progressively drinking. You get loose.
Yeah, I guess I'll get loose, Sid.
Get loose.
We don't imbibe any substances before our podcast recording.
Do you know we get asked that sometimes? Sometimes we get emails. I don't know that any of you have asked that in an email or listening to this live stream or watching, but we don't drink before Sawbones. We record Sawbones.
Oh my God.
Wow. Generally speaking, at around 11 a.m. on Fridays when Justin's dad and Carol come and hang out with Cooper. Charlie's at school. So that's generally, so we're definitely not drinking. Sometimes if we miss that and we have to record late at night after the kids go to bed, sometimes we're really tired. And I wonder if that's not, because sometimes I get an email and they're like, boy, were you too drunk in the last episode? And it's like, actually never. Never. You may have had a drink at a live show.
Yeah. Even that I tried to cut back on because I was doing that thing where you get nervous. Too. Well, mm-hmm. I get nervous. Oh, do you do
the opposite?
I get nervous and then I compensate with drinking to make myself not nervous. And then I just get like, I overshoot it. I get too loose.
I'm too nervous to drink anything. So I'll like carry that beer out on stage on our Sawbones live shows. But typically I will barely have 2 sips of it until after because I'm
going to find the weirdest DVDs we own to show people.
Okay.
I'm going to go look at the collection.
Justin won't let us get rid of any DVDs. We have them all. Even like, I don't know why. We have so many. But I mean, I won't let us get rid of any books ever. So I don't know if that's a decent corollary. What are y'all's opinion on weighted blankets? Justin and Charlie love weighted blankets. They both sleep with one. Justin's is like a half size kind of dealy. So it just covers him because I have to be able to move a lot more. But I'm also like, I feel bad. I have no trouble sleeping. Justin has a whole setup he has to do to make sure he gets to sleep at night. I mean, you could really I could fall asleep on this live stream if I really needed to. Not that I would, but I could. I think that's a residency thing. I can fall asleep in a room full of people with sound and lights and sitting straight up. I have done it. So I don't need any particular, as long as I'm warm. I get cold. Justin gets really hot. I get really cold. So as long as I'm warm, I'm fine. This is sort of our like upstairs. What somebody asked what room we're in. This is sort of our like upstairs game room kind of area. We have board games back here. And I got Justin this. You can't really see it. There's like a gaming table like for playing board games on. I didn't know that was a thing until I started looking into it to see, because Justin likes to have game nights with his friends. Oh man, should I admit my board game fear, or am I going to be like canceled? Gosh, I am like the pariah of the McElroy family in that I don't love board games. There's a clock, by the way, in case you need an update. I get really nervous playing them, especially because like the guys have always liked to play games where you might have to say something funny or clever, like, and then people like see what they like best kind of games. And I would get so nervous that I wouldn't be able to say something funny or clever that I couldn't really relax and enjoy the game. I like cooperative games. Now that I can get into, like we, prior to the pandemic, would play Pandemic, and I could get into something like that, or like Last Night on Earth, where like we're all working together towards a common goal, and I could talk about my move. Like, I think I'm going to do this. What do you think? Yeah, you think that'd be good? I like that sort of thing. But the competitive board game thing really stresses me out. So I know I'm the only one in the family who feels this way, by the way. Everyone else loves board games, can't get enough of them. I'm the only one who's like stressed by them. I know, I got canceled. I got canceled for not loving board games. Said, doesn't Teresa not love them either? I don't know if Teresa has the same fear, like, or not, or like anxiety I do about them, but I do know that many times at family gatherings, we have had like moments where Teresa and I are over on a couch, just the two of us, like, we're just going to sit over here and talk. You guys have fun. No, we're good. We're good. We're just going to sit over here and talk. I do know that has occurred more than once. So I wonder if that's both of our way of like, we just really want to catch up and talk. So you guys have fun. No. We don't feel left out. Yeah, it's stressful. The playing board games with the McElroys, they're also funny. Sydney, what are the bands on your right wrist? Okay, typically I have just a collection of hair bands. I have a lot of hair, and both of my children have a lot of hair. And so I tend to carry lots of hair bands. That just never, it's like a middle school thing that never went away, right? But one of these is actually a bracelet that Charlie got me at Epcot. I couldn't tell you how long ago. I mean, maybe the first time we ever took her to Disney. And she said, now put it on and you're not allowed to take it off. It's supposed to fall off. I don't think it's ever going to fall off. I think it's going to be on here forever. But I have never taken it off. I have it on at all times. And then these are just two hair bands. This hairband is from Delta, the airline, that I think maybe they gave to one of our kids. I know, I'm not advertising for them. I think we were on a plane at some point back before, in the before times, and they gave it to one of the kids. Like, instead of the little wings, they were like, here's a little hairband. They may have gotten the wings too. I don't remember. But anyway, then I have a Delta hairband. Reminds me of traveling. I know we all miss that. I know I'm not alone there. Who's on the poster on the wall behind me? Oh, that's a Tombstone poster. I think that's what you're seeing. I love Tombstone. It's one of my top 5. I love the movie Tombstone. I've seen it so many times. I used to, when I was in my younger days, want to be Doc Holliday. Love that movie. I also saw my favorite Disney park. So for me, as like a grown up, of course, I really love Epcot, right? Like, it's fun going to all the places all over the world, and you try the food and the different drinks, and I love all the Epcot thing. But because like Disney, so much of what I enjoy about it is the kids and watching them enjoy Disney. I like Magic Kingdom always wins out because and I know as the kids get older that'll change, but for now, that's what the kids love. Like, everything about Magic Kingdom just makes their faces light up. So for me, that's like the primary goal. So,
why is Han back?
Justin is Epcot.
Why is Han
all the
back?
way. I missed why Han was back. We were talking about other things.
Sarah, why was Han back? All right, so to talk about some of the bizarre DVDs I found. Great. Bizarre or important to us, just to have something to talk about.
Is that Han's child?
I don't know.
Is Sarah telling us?
Yeah. She's
Sarah,
been slacking me.
Help us. We don't know what's happening.
His death was fake by Mr. Nobody, Kurt Russell. She's the key to Aries. Family brought Han back to life. That one seems made up.
Okay. She's the key to Aries, like the human key?
No, the key. Aries is the
weapon. But why is she the key?
She is the key. Tom just said she's the key.
Why is she the key? Like Dawn was the key in Buffy?
It was a person all along. Here's first up. This is Dark Harvest. This is a movie that was filmed in West Virginia.
They locked it with their own DNA.
With their own DNA. This movie, a horror movie, filmed in West Virginia, full of Marshall University students where we went to school. I know a lot of people in this film. It's very funny. They filmed it here.
If you can get a hold of it.
This is my copy of Beyonce 2 Souls. This is my full series rather, of Captain Power. Now, if you're kids of the 80s will remember, Captain Power was a game it was a TV show that had a toy that interacted with it where you could shoot. It was like a ship with a pistol on it, and you could shoot at the TV show and score points by killing the bad guys. It's Captain Power. Look it up. It's wild. What part of West Virginia? Dark Harvest was filmed in. Go ahead. That's yours.
I don't remember.
That's yours.
This is one of my favorite movies. Shock Treatment. This is the sequel to Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah. I was about to say spiritual, but it's got Brad and Janet.
It's not the same actors that play Brad and Janet, but it is two different people who are the characters, Brad and Janet. It is great. The music is awesome. It's ahead of its time. It's visionary.
It's about reality TV before reality TV existed.
Richard O'Brien, genius. If you haven't seen this, you should watch it.
Track this down, seriously.
So underrated. Better than Rocky Horror.
No, that's wild. But watch just the title sequence, like the title song on this.
By the way, did you see that Brett Goldstein came out as in favor of Grease 2 over Grease the original?
Thank you. Speaking
Roy
of
effing Kent.
Speaking of sequels that you didn't know existed, boom, The Jerk 2, starring Mark Blankfield from Jekyll and Hyde Together Again.
I will not go to bat for this.
This was rough, guys. It was a TV.
I do not stand this
movie. It was supposed to be like a backdoor pilot to a Jerk TV series. I guarantee.
I mean, I love The Jerk.
Love The Jerk. No one on this stream has seen. If you haven't seen The Jerk, watch it. It's one of the funniest movies ever. Mm-hmm. The Jerk 2, however, is
Steve Martin, Bernadette Peters.
So good. And then I've got a few more of our. Okay, this is We Are Marshall. I just gotta plug it. If you want to see a movie, one of the very few, if only, films that was made primarily in West Virginia, We Are Marshall is the film to do it. If you want to catch up on.
Was your dad in it? My dad was in it.
Everyone's dad is in it. It's what it's on it says on the back of the box. Everyone's dad is in it.
Everyone's dad in Huntington was in it. So many people in Huntington are in this movie.
Football is a game that knocks you down, then expects you to get back up.
You got to play until the whistle blows.
You got to play until the whistle blows. Funerals in the day. Classic.
If you just know that if you ever hear anybody say "we are," if you just know to yell Marshall back, you can pretend like you've seen the movie.
Like we could practice in chat. We'll at some point during the stream, we'll say "we are," and then everyone has to type Marshall and be like a call and response.
We both went to Marshall. Like we're both Marshall alumni.
Okay, this one is
not like we don't go to games.
One of Sydnee and my favorites. Maybe like if you average it out, maybe our favorite movie together.
As good Whites. Movies, because there's Wonderful Whites, West Virginia. There's The Room,
Yeah, which we've watched more than we watched anything else.
But I would say this is like as far as a quality film.
It's Withnail and I. You guys ever see Withnail and I? Man, talk about a movie you can just vibe on. Like it's got to be a little later. It's got to be dark at the lights. Get a couple, drinks if you do that kind of thing,
or sodas,
or sodas.
Water's always good.
Whatever. Withnail and I, you will. This is a great movie. I don't know how. It's about two friends that go on holiday by mistake. It's got 2 Doctor Who's. It's great.
So good.
It's great. Boom. This is the last one, and this is an announcement. I have an announcement to everybody that I've changed my favorite movie. I made this decision.
It's not Wayne's World?
It's not Wayne's World anymore. Now it's Holy Motors. I thought about it a lot, and my favorite movie is now Holy Motors.
Are you sure? Your favorite movie has always been Wayne's World.
I changed it to Holy Motors. Changed it to Holy Motors.
I feel like I don't know you as well now.
It more close. It like encompasses more of who I am as a human being. I can't believe the numbers keep going up for this stream. We're at 600 people.
Uh-oh. That super magnet just pulled all the pins off there.
They're trying to smoke him out.
Is that poison?
It's herb. It's herb. You'll never smoke me out.
If there was some kind of bomb that would do that. No,
Partner is screaming. Withnail is their favorite. Yeah, Withnail's.
Love Withnail and I.
You either haven't seen it or you adore it because it is honestly like.
We just showed it to Travis last year, right?
Yeah, that's true.
I couldn't believe it.
They had never seen it before, and I knew it would be so up his alley.
Oh yeah.
No. My God, he's so strong in the movies.
He just wants you to go to the movies, Justin.
Go to the movies. See how strong I am in them. See how strong I. You know what? If I threw dudes like with one hand down an elevator shaft, I would want everyone to go to the movies too.
I would too. I would want everybody to see
Come see how fast I drive and how many guys I.
Oh,
he just broke that dude's back.
Ooh.
Quick time check if you can't make it out. We're at 1 hour and 34 minutes. 50 minutes left, my friends. Yes.
That was rough.
You didn't misread it. We've got 50 more minutes of this film.
That can't be right.
It's 50 more minutes of all of us hanging out together. I can't stay up that
late. I'm too old for this. Do you know how early our kids get up? Because it's really early. It doesn't matter how early we put them to bed or how late we put them to bed. We could keep them up. We could keep them up for like 2 hours. They'd still get up at 7 a.m. Maybe earlier.
Honey,
it's early.
Dom is.
No, Dom's not going to die. Dom is not going to die. They're not going to kill. They're not going to kill Dom.
Dom's
no,
dead,
look, there's water at the bottom.
Dom's dead, honey.
They're not killing Dom. I'm not falling for this again. I'm not falling for this again.
Dom's falling for it. Right down the shaft. Dom's dead. What will be his final thoughts? His final thoughts will be of Brian, guaranteed.
Surely little Brian.
His last thought is of his car.
They're not going to kill Dom.
No.
Oh, no, that's a flashback.
Yeah. What?
I don't know.
But now little Brian's in it. Little Brian is going to say what he needs to say to get Dom out of the water. Little B.
Daddy, I'm still home alone. Daddy, why didn't you hire a babysitter?
Please, Daddy. Why did you let a car watch me? You said that your car would watch me, Dad.
Daddy, I've defended the house from the wet bandits 4 times already. Are you coming home yet?
They won't give up.
There's so many wet bandits, Daddy.
Oh no, the sticky bandits are here. Wait, it's the same guys. We are.
My dad would be so proud.
I'd be so proud.
I know.
I'm checking the lag on the stream with this.
Dom, don't go to the light, Dom. Swim up.
Swim up, Dom.
Swim up, Dom. No. Oh, that's heaven. It's his car.
Heaven is my car with a
no, that's a different
road.
Car.
Look at chat.
This is wild.
Sid. All those marshals.
Oh, you just made Tommy Smurl so happy.
Y'all are good. Y'all are good eggs.
Yeah.
This is fun. We need to figure out a reason to do this more often. You know what's hard? Just planning. The only part that's stressful. I love doing this part. The only thing that's stressful is like setting a time for a stream when you have kids you have to get to sleep. Because it's like they could just decide they're not going to.
Yeah. Yeah, they're both asleep right now, but we're not guaranteed that.
Yeah.
It helped. We tried to wear them out today. Did our best.
Yeah.
No. How long are we going to watch scenes that we've already watched in the movie? Like how long?
Like you would think when they're like bad news, Vin, the movie's 2 hours and 20 minutes long. We should cut some of it out. And he was like, well, we can't lose any of the flashbacks. Or, you know, that Letty's coming after him.
Yeah,
Letty's not going to let him drown.
We're not going to let Dom die.
If you're not watching this, Dom was underwater for a long time and Letty rescued him. And he just came back to life, but he was just like sitting there. He was just like lying on the table. She wasn't like doing CPR or anything. He was just like, he came back to life.
What, she giving up, maybe? No, Letty wouldn't give up. What is it? I don't know what that meant. Is this who we are? Yeah.
Okay. So Sarah kind of recapped. Their dad was trying to throw the race and made
John Cena do something.
Made Cena help him, and that's why Dad died.
Oh, okay. So it's not John Cena's fault.
Thank you, Sarah.
Sarah is great.
Please, everyone, tell Sarah how great she is.
Sarah's keeping us on track.
Sarah does all our social media. We stole her from Chris Gafford. She's honestly, she's my rock, and I don't know how we do without her. Her and Amanda and Sarah and everybody who makes the trains run on time.
Paul.
Well,
can't leave out Paul.
To a lesser extent, Paul. Paul's more in it for the money, but Paul's got his precious cruise.
No, Paul's just driven to bring you White Claws. Paul, every morning he wakes up and thinks, when can I start bringing the McElroy brothers White Claws again? Someday I will be able to bring them White Claws.
Please never stop, Sarah. I need all this context. It's saving me from having to pay attention to the movie. Sarah the Rock Dwayne Johnson. Sarah's better than Paul. Yeah, man, no shit. Obviously, 100%. No question.
Poor Paul.
Okay, so they've kidnapped the key. She's putting together both halves of Aries.
I'm going to say that we don't have the technology to program some sort of like world-ending device to the DNA of a person.
Well, if the password's like but
I don't think they didn't analyze her DNA. They just had her hold it.
Yeah, there's DNA on her skin, Sydnee. I thought you were a doctor.
Justin. Are they going into space?
Alex says, I'm used to only hearing you guys, so I keep forgetting Justin has tattoos.
Really patching yourself up with duct tape? Yes. I don't know if you noticed
Sarah said, we also missed the Tokyo Drift guys strapping a jet engine to a shitty old car and beating a plane in a race. And she says that'll matter later, and I think it's later now.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Quick tattoo tour. This is my They Might Be Giants tattoo. We covered that earlier. Where's my other tattoo?
Back your leg.
Oh my God. Here.
My mom's texting asking if we're okay right now.
What?
Mom's like, are you guys okay? Yes. My mom does this every night. You guys okay?
Help me.
It's on the other leg.
This is my Triforce tattoo. Me and the boys all have it. We got it after my mom passed away. What do you got, Sid?
Well, I mean, I was saying this earlier. It's hard to. Okay, this one I can. I have a caduceus there. What?
Can you do the other one?
I don't.
Here. Which shoulder is it?
I don't remember. Is it the other shoulder?
You don't remember?
It's on one of my shoulders.
Here, turn it. Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Still buff. There we go. Perfect. Still buffering tattoo. There. Those there. We each have two.
Yeah.
We both want to get more. We want to get a Space Ghost tattoo because that was one of the first, like when we. Okay. Do you know the story with me and Sid? Okay.
I probably told it, but
I know we've told it on different shows, but so we were in, what was it, Charlotte's Web, right?
no, Wizard of Oz is where we
We
met.
met, but then in Charlotte's Web, when in high school, I was the stage manager and Sydnee was my assistant. And I was in junior year and you were freshman year?
It was before. Yeah, well, it was like the
summer before
or something like that.
And we dated for a while back then for a couple months. Like in the dating sense that you do at that age where it's like talking on the phone.
Did we ever go anywhere on dates? No, we went to each other's houses.
Yeah.
Because we played Jeopardy on my old computer.
Yeah.
And we would
I remember
call
Monopoly too.
the Monopoly.
On your computer.
And we would call each other. I used to call because I had a phone in my room, but it was just my parents' phone number. It was just our landline. And I would call the time. But I would call the time because kids, you used to be able to call a number. It would tell you the time and listen and wait for you to beep in on me so that my parents wouldn't know you were calling. I don't think they cared. But
we dated for a few months like that, a couple months, and I messed up because I went to church camp and didn't tell Sydnee that I was going.
So it was like, here we're talking every day. We're watching Space Ghost Coast to Coast on the phone together.
That's why I had told the story.
Yes,
yeah.
That's what we would do is we would call each other and then sit and watch it on our respective TVs and talk about it while we were watching it. And one day I call and there's no answer. And I call the next day and there's no answer. And I hear nothing. And there's no, I mean, obviously there were no like cell phones. There's no texting. There's no social media. I have no way of knowing why. I just know like you ghosted me.
Yeah.
You ghosted. I didn't know the word yet, but you ghosted me. And so I'm like, I'm devastated. My friends come over. We cry. They tell me, you can do better. You deserve better. He shouldn't have done that to you. That was so cruel.
They weren't wrong.
That. And like, I'm over you. I'm so mad that by the time you finally call me and you're like, hey, what's up? Do you want to hang out? I'm furious.
Not what's up? Do you want to hang out? What's up? Do you want to go to homecoming with me? And you said no. And it was heartbreaking. But I get it. They are blasting off. Can we just quick pause? They're blasting off to space.
It was the natural progression of this film.
In a rocket car.
They had to go to space. That was the only thing that could happen next is that they go to space. Obviously. Obviously, they're in space.
They're sharing a beautiful moment.
Looking down on the earth.
And they're both nearly brought to They're both nearly brought to tears by the sight of the blue marble that we call home. This is honestly, oh my God. The car is in order.
Oh my God. This is incredible.
You're right, Sarah. It was important later in a Pontiac Fiero.
Oh, it's incredible. They're in space.
What an incredible franchise.
We did get back together.
Yeah, obviously, I guess we saw each other at a bar, and it was
Banana Joe's.
Banana Joe's Island Party was the name of the bar. There's a couple of them, I think.
There was a bar next door called Pineapple Tom's.
They changed their name to be
Pineapple Tom's Peninsula Bash.
Yeah, just a troll.
But we went to Banana Joe's. I was newly single from another relationship.
Single-ish.
Single-ish? I was
single-ish.
I was single.
You're getting there. I finished the job.
What do you mean finish the job?
Like I broke you up for good.
No, I was single. I was, checking out all my options.
Ready to mingle.
I was not committed to anybody. Anyway. We started dating again.
We started dating. I said we were dancing at Banana Joe's, and I said, you and I never kissed officially.
We did back in high school. When we dated
the first time. We never kissed officially when we dated the first time. We should fix that. And that was the last move that I had. I knew I had to marry Sydnee because it was the last move I had in me. And I burned it to cross into the end zone.
And I had a Zima, so it worked. I'm kidding. I didn't drink Zima. Those were in my Miller Lite days.
No, yeah.
I joined the Young Democrats in college, and we would hang out, and talk about being Democrats, and drink Miller Lite because it was union made. And obviously save the world, because everything's great now and fine, and there are no problems. So we did it.
Justin Lin, the director of these movies, or the more recent ones, and I share representation with CAA, and I would love to talk to him about the pressure he must feel to keep topping it every time has got to be really onerous.
I have to imagine that they were sitting in a room together, him and other people, and they were like, what are you going to do next? Go to space? And he went,
absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, is it one I can answer?
I don't know. Why are they in space?
Why were they in space?
What's in space that they need to
probably a satellite something?
Uh-huh.
Chat, why were they in space? I love these movies. I do.
You love these movies that we
If you can't read the clock, it's 1:50 some 30 more minutes. Get him, Han!
Oh no!
Han's seen the Spectre of Death. Sarah says satellites. It's just satellites. Okay.
Look, here we go.
Right there, you see? Right. Now you know how to work the plastic. Okay. Numbers is what you do, right? Driving is what I do.
Space driving is just like regular.
Space driving is like real world driving. Tej, I read the Martian. I know what I'm doing here.
That you went to space in a car?
Space.
Probably not.
It kills satellites. It's fine.
Oh. Is Typher still in that big glass box?
I guess. Do you think that was part of Charlize Theron's contract? Yes, I'll do it, but only if I can deliver all my lines from a big glass box.
I don't have
where nobody can get to me. If this movie were realistic, this would be the movie where Mia would get the call from Brian, like, honey, where's Mr. Bobbles? Where do we put Mr. Bobbles? Brian, I told you. He's in my underwear drawer. Honey.
Which streaming service is Gabby's Dollhouse on?
Honey, what's the password for Gabby's Dollhouse? What are you talking about? Where's Gabby's Dollhouse? She wants Gabby's Dollhouse, but she wants the one where she said where they eat a cake and poop it out. What is she talking about? Victoria said that feeling when you drunkenly click on YouTube and your favorite people are alive. Welcome to stream, Victoria. You're in good company. So happy to have you.
You'd be like with Cooper. Honey, she wants that YouTube, you know, the one with JoJo Siwa where it's like da na 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 na. That one. That's what Cooper kept saying.
She said, I want the JoJo Siwa where she goes into the movie. DREAM.
DREAM. Well, I knew that one. She wanted one of the videos of JoJo Siwa on Dancing with the Stars. We've watched all of them in case you want a review. They're great. They're great, but she is also like a, professionally trained dancer. So, of course, they're great.
Does anybody have? I haven't done Q&A yet. Does anybody have any questions for the J-Man?
Oh, this is your sign. Do you want me to get you a white claw?
Yes. Oh my God! You know what's weird?
Huh?
When I was getting these, I thought after this we should have a white claw.
Okay.
And then you just said you'd go get white claw.
Let's see if our pumpkin beer is ready.
Lower
but
the.
If not, I'll get the white claw.
Lower the.
But I'll get you white claw.
Listen, before you do it, decrease that knob a little bit so it's at 5%. Okay. PSI.
I'll do that. I'll be back. This will be like cross-referencing the witnesses. If they ask you the same questions and compare our answers.
I'm just gonna fuck around on Twitter. Scene is about to come back in, but I can't pause it.
What's happening? Well, we lost our escort and Jacob, and well, Dom is making things a little bit difficult here, but it's fine, really. Don't worry, all right. All right, let's see what that beast is made of. You ready, Al?
Oh. So I'm a part of this group. Hi. I'm a part of this group that is we're trying to get a children's museum in Huntington. We had this fundraiser where it was surgeons versus chefs. They were carving pumpkins. And this one cat, his name's Dr. Fry. He to honor me, I guess, made, let me see if I can get it for you. He did this. Here we go. Yes. He did a taco pumpkin. If you can believe that. Which is pretty funny. He did a taco pumpkin. I'm gonna let me type a link. If you want to go donate, if you can donate just like $1 to him for this fundraiser so he can beat the other doctors, that would be fantastic. Hold on, wait. I'm gonna give you a link. Hold on. That worked. Let me know if that works. Yeah, that works. So we're trying to get this children's museum going, so it's going to a good cause. And also, he could beat the other snooty doctors. They're not snooty. They're nice people. They help us out with the fundraiser too. But if you go want to donate some money, it was nice. He was going to do one from Attack on Titan. It's a wild dude. He was going to do one from Attack on Titan, and then I donated some money to his effort, so he switched to Taco, which I think is pretty funny. And it was also the first time he'd ever carved a pumpkin. By the way, Cena flipped.
Oh, he's good now.
This will shock you.
You can't believe it.
Believe it or not. Why is the truck floating?
It's about family.
Sydney. No, hun. Babe, no.
What?
Not on stream. You can't eat beef stick on stream.
Turkey jerky.
You can't eat turkey stick on the stream.
I want some protein. Turkey jerky.
I'm so sorry you all had to see this. Eating turkey stick on the
It was
stream.
either that or string cheese, and I just was in the mood for turkey jerky.
Let's see. Lila said, "Yo, just got here. Is that a Taz board game behind you?" Yes, it is. We're using it to hold up Casey. We're doing Shh, don't tell anybody. We're doing an expansion with some new cards coming up soon. Shh, secret just for stream. Don't tell anybody.
Are we allowed to say that?
Play by my own rules.
You're truly the bad boy of comedy.
I'm the bad boy of comedy. You're eating a turkey stick on the stream. You're the bad boy.
I just needed a little snack.
Will you tell? This is the Max Fun Block Party, so we don't want to plug other shows in the network. Will you tell them about the conversation that you guys had about Hocus Pocus today on Still Buffering?
It hasn't come out yet.
It's early.
It's early.
It's gonna freak you all out. This is a whole new thing.
We record about a week ahead of time, so this will come out next week. But we're talking about Hocus Pocus.
Still Buffering is a show that Sydnee does with her siblings, which is like a show about pop culture that sort of was formative for them in their younger years.
We're trying to bridge the gap between Taylor and I are very close in age, and we're raised children of the 90s, and then our little sister Riley came along, considerably later. I was a senior in high school when Riley was born, so her experience of pop culture is very different, and we share things with each other. Anyway, Hocus Pocus was the conversation, and if you've seen it, you may remember that in it, there is a discussion about boobs, and they're called yabos. And we were trying to remember that. I was like, what do they call them again? They call them, and Taylor says, Bezos. And we were like, no, these are my boobs fed our children. I cannot think of them as Bezos.
I think if you make a shirt that says "Keep your eyes off my Bezos,"
no, it's so this has ruined my boobs for me.
Not me. High five. They blew up the satellite with their space car. It's a good movie.
I didn't know if they would do it. Anyway. Please don't call boobs Bezos. Please.
Did you guys watch Guy Montgomery on Taskmaster NZ? Of course we did.
I mean, it would be illegal.
It would be illegal for us to
access that.
To use a VPN to watch Taskmaster New Zealand. Actually, it's on YouTube. You can just watch it.
Yeah, of course we did.
Guy Montgomery is maybe like in real life, probably the funniest part. Do you guys know that Tim and Guy
Tim and Guy came and visited us.
Yeah, they came for Thanksgiving once. Tim and Guy came.
This has been a while back, pre-pandemic.
Oh,
days,
way
of course. They were in New York, right?
And I convinced them to come down.
They came down
for
a West Virginia Thanksgiving.
It was great, man. Tim and Guy played football with Sydnee's family, and they made us a pavlova.
My dad still talks about the best Thanksgiving ever when we brought Tim and Guy, and
when he had two sons that he could be proud of that played football.
He adored them.
He loved Tim and Guy.
You can't not adore those guys.
They're great guys.
They were amazing house guests, so polite and thoughtful, cleaned up after themselves, amazing and fun, great people. Great people.
Love those guys. Oh shit! Cypher's there. She just blew him up. Blew up the bad guys. Don't know why. Don't know why Cypher did that, but nope, never mind. She just blew the good guys. I don't know what Cypher was doing.
Sometimes they show human bodies falling on concrete and then they just sort of like jump back up, and that's not how that human bodies work.
Oh, Cypher was doing that like virtually. She was fun. It was a drone.
Is she in space?
Is she a drone? Is she a Cylon?
No. Oh, there she is. She's in that hangar.
You guys love Battlestar.
Is she a Cylon? She'd make a good Cylon.
She would make a good Cylon, right?
Sexy, cool, but like,
yeah,
would break you in half.
Describes me in a nutshell.
I miss Battlestar.
I want to see John Cena hug Vin Diesel.
It's too bad so many.
I'm gonna get a refund.
It's too bad so many people involved in Battlestar Galactica were also involved in a cult.
Awkward.
Taylor got invited to join that cult.
You may be telling tales of school. I'm not
They
sure.
refused. They refused.
They didn't join the cult.
They did not. They said, "Yeah, I'm good. I don't want
That
to go.
one.
I don't want to go.
That exact cult.
I don't want to go play volleyball.
I don't want to go join Nexium. Thank you.
I'm good. I don't want to go join Nexium. Do you know you're named after a proton pump inhibitor? No? Okay.
Proton pack inhibitor?
Proton pump inhibitor.
Nothing can inhibit a proton pack. It's ready to blast ghosts whenever.
Nexium is a medicine for acid reflux.
Oh my God, he's giving him his Chevrolet car. His Chevrolet Mustang. The famous black car that he loves.
Is this about like the dangers of toxic masculinity? Because like the sister is like, she was still chill with both of them. And she was just like, could you guys stop like going to jail and fighting and just like get over yourselves? And like finally they can, sort of.
Lila's asking for seasonal beer recommendations. What's your favorite like pumpkin joint?
My favorite pumpkin joint is Atomic Pumpkin.
Oh, it's the one with a little bit of jalapeno in it, a little spice.
Voodoo Ranger, right?
Yeah.
I love that one. It has just a kick of like heat, like is it jalapeno? It's some kind of capsaicin thing. A little bit of heat along with the pumpkin-y flavor. Love it, love it. Oh, so good.
Okay. The movie's almost over, so I'm going to do an actual rapid fire Q&A. Here we go. Hit me with your best shot. I'm ready. Any cues you got, as long as it's a short answer and a long answer. Stacy says, hi, Justin. Hi, Sydney. I love you. Hello, I love you too. Stacy, cheers. Well, little Brian made it through. Favorite color? Used to be red. Daughters decided it was blue. Now it's blue. Sid's is blue.
Purple.
Monster Factory. I don't know. Lila, pumpkin pie over pecan pie. Thank you. Justin, are you home brewing beer? Sydney and I brew some beer from time to time. Yes.
We made a redwood IPA. Now we're making a pumpkin ale. It's not ready yet. I checked it.
Any woodworking projects? I just made Sid's opening a. Can I talk about this? Sid's opening a clinic.
It's a satellite of Harmony House where I already volunteer. It's another site. I don't want to charge. My FU to capitalism.
Sydney
belligerently. I belligerently do not want to charge money for anything. So I am under the umbrella of Harmony House, so it's free, but it's its own freestanding office, so I can provide care to unsheltered people still, but also there are a lot of unmet needs in our local LGBTQ community, especially our transgender patients who can't access hormones. There are some providers in our area, but not very many. And there are a lot of barriers to care. So.
And I set up the printer there. So who's the hero? You tell me.
You did. You rented the space. You rented the space.
Woodworking projects. I made shelving for Sydnee's closet there. So I guess we're both doing a lot for the LGBTQ community.
I'm almost set up
in Huntington.
I just need some more furniture.
Did I make the wood backpack? No, I did not. It looked hard. It had curves in it, so it turned me off of it. Spencer says,
Charlie did want one.
Sydnee, marry me. No, thank you. All right, she's already married.
I'm good.
Wire deer? I don't know, Steve.
Wire deer?
Wire deer.
I love deer.
When's the next TikTok? I just did one earlier today. Sid, it's been a little bit.
I know. I got to get on that.
Best non-Disney theme park. I'm going to say, I'm biased, but I'm going to say Kings Island.
I do love Kings Island.
Who's
that?
Who's that?
Sorry, I'm confused.
No, it's the guy from Fast. It's the guy from Fast 3. From Tokyo Drift had all different actors. What are your kids dressing up for Halloween? Charlie, I think, is going to dress as Beetlejuice. She's got an outfit.
Except for at school, where she's going to wear Audrey from The Descendants, the Queen of Mean, because the kids know that better. And Cooper will probably be Wednesday Addams. They both have. They like to wear costumes.
No,
we don't like invest in fancy Halloween costumes. We just buy whatever cheapy ones because they wear them like daily. Cooper wears costumes most of the time, and Charlie does too when she's not at school.
Sydnee, what's your favorite of Justin's woodworking projects? Yes, Sydnee.
You've made me several things I appreciate. Oh, I was going to say the garden box you made me, but the cabinet you made me to hold our wedding things. Mm-hmm. It's so gorgeous. It's up in our dining room, and it holds like all of our little wedding, the cake topper and like the little cake cutter things with like we have a couple of the napkins and things. Anyway, it's beautiful.
Best autumn cocktails. Sydnee and I only drink ginger ale or ginger beer and whiskey.
I really I like beer. I prefer beer to liquor every time.
May P says, give us a Disney fact.
That's you, bud.
Let me see. Disney parks trivia. What have I not tried it out in a while? There is in Disneyland there is a stretching room in the Haunted Mansion because the mansion itself is subterranean. It's at a lower level, below ground level. So you go down in an elevator, and there's a room that appears to stretch. So you can go down in that subterranean level and ride the Haunted Mansion. At Disney World, they want to preserve the effect, but Disney World is actually built, Magic Kingdom is actually built on a level elevated above ground. It's whenever you're there, you're on the second story because there's utility tunnels below you throughout the entire park. So you're actually elevated. It's not below ground. So the Haunted Mansion there is not below ground, but they wanted to preserve the effect. So what they did was they had the stretching room, the ceiling raised. Instead of you going down, the ceiling would raise and made the room appear to stretch. So they preserved the effect, even though the room itself is not lowering, which was an effect created to compensate for the fact that you're going underground. Let's see what else we got.
The movie is over.
The movie's over.
Ended?
No.
Toretto said there's still one empty chair. And Mia was like, oh, it's okay. He's on his way. And then they showed that blue car pulling up.
Is Brian?
Well, I mean,
just Brian showing up. So weird how this movie handles it. I wonder if they ever regret.
I think it's kind of lovely.
It's great.
I have no problem.
It is nice though that they preserve his
He lives on in the movie.
Yeah, I actually like.
Literally lives on in the movie. I think it's beautiful.
Let's see, Justin. Would you play DRD outside your family? I have. Yeah, I did before. Clock on the Shelf. I drove through West Virginia today. Some beautiful land you guys have here. Y'all, this is the time over the next few weeks to drive through West Virginia. Oh, it's beautiful. The leaves are going to be changing colors. Congrats on Berries and Cream reaching 400,000 videos.
There were socks advertised to me.
Favorite ginger beer brand? They did, by the way, Sydney. Sarah pointed out they did have a barbecue at the end. At the end of the movie.
See, and it was in the backyard of the original house. I'm sure they were drinking Coronas, right? They're always drinking Coronas.
I go with Gosling's. Gosling's Diet ginger beer.
Did we arrive at these just because they were what was at the local grocery store?
Well, it was the first time I'd seen ginger beer in a diet form, because diet ginger ale you see everywhere. Who is this? Yes, it's Jason Statham. He's at the end of the movie. Everybody, calm down.
Who's crying?
Who's crying? Oh, it's Otto.
Sure it's not going to be The Rock?
The Rock will
what if it's a Hobbs and Shaw movie?
I mean, that would be...
It's Han!
Han and Hobbs. Yes!
Or is he Shaw?
Han and Shaw. Sean. It's great. Make that movie.
Just bring me more John Wick, please.
Yeah. Taste of Luxury was dope. Any chance of more? I don't know. I'm glad you liked it. We made that for FXX. They had this show. It was like a compilation of a bunch of different short form things, and it wasn't a good fit for them. So we got the rights back to it, and we ran it, and it was very fun to make. And I'm glad that we got to do that. Have you been to Disneyland? I have not.
We want to go, though.
What's the Kroger alternative for North Carolina? I don't know. We guys got the Harris Teeter. Y'all got Harris Teeter? Got Piggly Wiggly?
All we've got around here, we got Kroger's and Walmart's.
Kroger's, Walmart's, a couple of food lines, food fairs.
Aldi. We got an Aldi.
A few Aldis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
On the West End, there's one. Have you heard Adele's new song? I have not. Ever been to the Mothman Festival? I have not. Just from where you get your shirts, different places.
Disney shop online, and that's where we buy a lot of these.
Yeah.
They're Disney themed Hawaiian shirts.
Oh. Have you been to Washington? The state of the city?
Yes.
Yes. Regardless. Yes. They're both good for different reasons.
In different ways, but both amazing.
Greetings from Martinsburg, West Virginia. Hello, Joshua. I live in Texas. What is the best HEB cereal that you've had? They're all really good. Although the HEB ones, this one's like Morning Sunrise or something like that. That was extremely good. Have you ever been to Arizona?
You have, haven't you?
Phoenix?
Didn't you go to Phoenix?
Yeah, we did a show in Phoenix.
Yeah, I did.
It's an extremely tan city. Old Gods of Appalachia. No Prudence, I have not. What's your favorite RPG character you ever played? Final Pam. Thank you for being amazing role models. You're welcome. Favorite unpopular thing to do at Disney? I like to ride the Carousel of Progress or the People Mover. Either way. Would you ever do a show in Buffalo? No.
We have no problem with that.
Kayla was at the show in Phoenix. Thanks, Kayla. Where did you get the Supermarket Sweep shirt? I got it for her. Probably on Etsy.
I think so, because it doesn't look like the original.
Biggest theme park pet peeve. Sydney, what's your biggest theme park pet peeve?
Pet peeve? Oh, I don't know. I mean, like, there's nothing unique. Like, the stuff that's stressful about theme parks is the stuff that's always stressful, right? Crowds and waiting in lines, and I don't know that I have a particular.
Sometimes I get frustrated with adults trying to meet characters and making a very long line for kids. I get it. I get
the whole character meet and greet, I guess, frustrates me just generally because I don't know how much the kids ever really like it, but they insist on doing it. And it's such a long wait just to take a picture with somebody. Like, I would say that if I know that they're not doing that now at Disney, I don't think, because of pandemic, and if they don't bring that back.
Elizabeth says, any encouragement for my biochem exam, everyone? Let's cheer Elizabeth on.
You can do it.
You can do it, Elizabeth. What do you think of the Animal Crossing update? Yeah, I mean, I can't. We're all on pins and needles over here.
I couldn't go back into I feel like I can't go back to my island.
What's the spiciest thing you've ever eaten? Great point. Great question. It's a pepper that Sydney grew. That she said it was mildly spicy. A Cajun Belle, was it?
It's a Cajun Belle, and it's supposed to be like max 1,000 Scoville units.
Just to pick
it depends on when you pick it. It's like it goes green to orange to red, and the closer it gets to red, the spicier it gets. So I thought, well, they're spicy. That's the point. They're spicier than I thought. I'm going back to Poblanos next year.
What's your favorite class you took in college? Coolest, most random is what Ethan said. I took a Gene Anthony, one of my theater professors. He was in One Life to Live, I think, is a character called Dr. Yu. And he did a acting for soap opera class that I took. That was cool.
I mean, my favorite was a class called Emerging Infectious Diseases for obvious reasons. But I guess most interesting, I took a class on film, like in my last year when I had some like extra slots I could fill. I filled every hour I could. I like college. But I took a class on film, and it ended up being just about Fight Club. Like, I didn't know that when I registered, but like the first day she was like, just so you know, this is going to be an entire class about Fight Club. And we did talk about like other movies that she felt were like thematically related and stuff like that. But like, basically I took Fight Club, the class. I don't know. I wouldn't say it was my favorite, but it's interesting. I now have lots of opinions, I guess. I don't even have that many. I have a lot of opinions about Fight Club. That's the accurate statement.
Look at this. Sarah sent me pictures of her mom in vintage Disney Hawaiian shirts. This choice. Man.
I would love to get my hands for Justin on one of the shirts that they wear at Epcot.
Like cast shirts, resale. Yeah, those are cool.
I bet Disney doesn't let that happen.
Give us an on-the-spot movie pitch. I'm a monkey. I don't dance for you. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you?
I just couldn't.
Did you both eat a Curter burger? No, there's no Culver's in our area.
No, we tried Wendy's new fries.
Someone said, are they drinking Coronas? No, we're drinking White Claws because we love this country.
No, but the people at the end, because they always do at the end. I'm pretty sure they were.
Fair, yeah. Probably, yeah. Kings Island over Cedar Point, Justin. You know what? Honestly, I've been to Cedar Point once, and that's not really enough to form an opinion, but I love Kings Island. I heard it's a little bit of a shit show this year with the labor shortages and what have you, but
Yeah, we haven't been in a long time, but like I think, especially if you grow up here in Huntington, the place you go is like if you don't go to Camden Park, which is our local theme park, you go to Kings Island. Like growing up, that was like the school choir trip or band trip. That was what you did, and so Kings Island has that nostalgia draw for me. They have the Smurf ice cream, and it's right next to Great Wolf Lodge. I can't wait till my kids are vaccinated and we can do that stuff.
Daniel asks, was the Fear Ball at all inspired by Rock from the Stormlight Archive? The voice seems so similar. Daniel, that's so funny. I did listen to Stormlight Archive rather than read it, and it was not intentionally, but it seems like it absolutely could have been, because I was definitely reading Stormlight Archive when I started doing the Fear Ball's voice. Peter Pan or Hook? Peter Pan's pretty racist.
Oh, it's so tough because you want to show the kids like all the movies you watched when you were younger, and I turned on Peter Pan for them and then immediately regretted it, because not only is it overtly racist, Captain Hook like murders people with a gun, which is a lot for like a kid's cartoon. They don't usually see that in their shows. So
what does your pillow say? Someone asked.
Hook.
Oh my God. Riley, we stole these pillows from Riley when Riley moved. She gave us these Disney
She didn't
pillows.
want them anymore. She outgrew them, so we had not.
Let's stop the timer.
Oh. We also have this one. And this one.
Thank you, Casey. We did it. We did it, America.
Cooper named it Casey.
Because it's a
case
that
holds
case.
Your iPad. It's Casey, and she loves it now.
What's your favorite? Grayson wants to know what's your favorite underrated movie recommendations.
I mean, I feel like
We've covered some of them.
Like Shock Treatment.
Shock Treatment is underrated. That's a good. I mean, like I feel like With Nail is fairly rated. It's just not as well known. Although a lot of people, I think, in the
Grease
UK,
2.
it's more well known.
Grease 2.
Speaking of Grease 2, if you've never listened to the episode, it's the Max Fun Block Party. So if you've never listened to the episode of
Go Fact Yourself.
Go Fact Yourself, that Sydnee and I were on. It's a trivia show where they ask you what topic you're an expert in. It has to be something other than your given field, right? For me, I think I picked woodworking, kind of an expert. They Might Be Giants, kind of basically an expert. And something else, one other thing, and you picked like Grease 2 and making slime and something
Breastfeeding?
else. Breastfeeding, maybe?
Maybe.
But they get an expert. Archie Comics,
yeah.
They get that's a long walk from breastfeeding.
Well, we debated that.
And they ask you for a that topic, and then they get an expert in that field to like ask you questions about it. And for me, it was John Linnell from They Might Be Giants.
Justin was losing it.
He
was losing it.
I've talked to Flansburgh before because he was on the Joko cruise many years ago. But Linnell, I never thought I'd make. I did. I geeked out. And then for Grease 2, which was Sydnee's topic, it was the co-writer
Maxwell Caulfield,
co-writer himself. If you have not listened to that episode and you want to hear two grown people lose their damn minds, it is.
I couldn't even talk.
Yeah.
He
looked great.
He's still so beautiful.
So beautiful.
Every bit as beautiful.
Oh my God, it's been 40 years since that movie's out.
And he
looks great.
A gorgeous man.
Looks fantastic. Has his like hoodie undone to here, just like living his life. So rocking.
So beautiful.
Let's see. Taylor wants to know my favorite They Might Be Giant song. It's probably ooh, that's really tough. On Earth by Nina is sometimes. That's the one I sang in Adventure Zone. Sometimes it's Thunderbird, which is On Earth by Nina backwards. I don't know. There's lots. It changes. I don't have a single favorite. It's not Particle Man, no. It would be something like a deep cut, you know. Dr. Worm.
So he could be
Alex and maybe Dr. Worm. Good job. Other favorite underrated movie musicals.
The Apple.
The Apple. Oh my God. Have y'all watched The Apple?
You should watch The Apple.
It's our next stream is to watch The Apple.
We should do that.
God,
The Apple's so good.
It's great. It's I don't even know how you would describe it.
The song about speed is one of the best songs.
It's good. It's legitimately good. The songs are cool.
I don't know how to describe The Apple. You can look it up and read about it if you're curious. But I would advise if you can get a hold of it and just watch it and go in not knowing anything, that might be your best bet.
The McElroy family just said The Apple in all caps, but I don't know who that is. It's probably Amanda's been chatting, so it may not be Amanda. I don't know who's running that account right now. It's not I. That's Sarah. Okay, thank you, Amanda. Yeah, Sarah, The Apple's good.
Love The Apple.
Hey, we should wrap up. This has been fun.
Did we answer all the questions?
We've answered everybody's question.
Are you looking or are you just singing?
A lot of people are asking if I ever talked to my neighbor that does woodworking. I have not yet.
Oh, did you talk about that on the show?
Mm-hmm.
You really should talk to him.
Daniel said, any encouragement that you can give to a brand new teacher? Daniel, I met a lot of adults growing up. The only ones whose names I remember are my teachers. There's people I still think about day-to-day basis that I met 30 years ago, more.
Teachers?
Yeah.
30.
I mean, I still remember my third grade teacher, Ms. Williams. She's Steve Williams' mom,
Mm-hmm.
Mayor Pennington's mom, Clara, with like perfect clarity. I remember many things she told me, and they were formative in my life. Like, you will actually have an impact. So go get them. I know you can do it.
My sixth grade teacher, Miss Van Odegham, or Miss V, was the reason that I ended up, I think, ultimately pursuing medicine. She was my science teacher and taught me a love of science. And the day that I got on a plane to go work in Malawi, I sent her an email. I tracked down her email address and sent her an email that said, I'm going to Malawi to do this medical care because of you. And I just want you to know that.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Do you listen to Mission to Six? I love Mission to Six. If you've not listened to it, it is an improvised sci-fi podcast about a group of people who are traveling through the galaxy, and it is improvised and it's extremely funny. It's on Max Fun. If you've ever listened to a show like Hello from the Magic Tavern, it's like that, but in space. It's great. Laura said, are you drunk? I mean, no, Laura. I'm getting there, but I'm
mainly tired.
Mainly tired, Laura.
Yeah.
Favorite non-Max Fun podcast? Give me a second. Hold on.
Like, overall, it's hard to beat Night Vale for me. Like, it.
You hear me, Leah?
Yes. That's our cat crying back there.
She's mad. She wants food.
We started listening to Night Vale before we had kids, and then through like early baby times, and we would listen to it with like one ear. Like, I don't even think we had earbuds yet. I think they were like one headphone each, like heads next to each other, listening to it. And it's so part of our life that it would be hard for me to like overarchingly, like, there are certainly episodes of different shows that I've listened to since then that have been amazing and wonderful, but like as a show that has impacted my life, it's hard to beat Night Vale.
For me, it's probably going to be Blank Check, which is a podcast about directors who have achieved magic success in their life and then are given a blank check to do whatever crazy passion project they want. Sometimes those checks clear, sometimes they bounce, maybe. That is Blank Check is excellent. I really love.
It's also great is Neat.
Neat is great. Oh yeah.
Neat is the show that Taylor does, my sibling Taylor, with our dad, Tommy.
And they make all kinds of great cocktails and stuff. They have video components.
Taylor's an incredibly talented mixologist.
It's the word.
Guess, like bartender, mixologist. Yeah.
Yeah.
And makes these drinks, and my dad tries to. And Neat is really good. And they do videos with him too. My dad puts on a costume in every video. He's not supposed to. He just
no one told him to.
Nobody
it's not
told
part
him
of the,
to,
of
but
the
he
brief.
just keeps dressing up. He just really loves to dress up. So
I love
this.
I love other shows that I love are Dead Eyes, which is Connor Ratliff, who was fired from a small role in Band of Brothers by Tom Hanks, supposedly because he had dead eyes. And he's done 2 seasons now unpacking that very issue. I also love Kermode Mayo's Film Review, which is a UK film show.
And for kids, John's.
Oh, yeah. If you all have not checked out Professor Theo's Mystery Lab, that is a friend of ours from West Virginia who does a show with his son, Levi. His name's John Joy. Son Levi.
He's an incredibly talented writer.
He's written so many plays about this area.
He directs local children's theater and writes shows, and he's really talented.
Do me a favor, seek out Professor Theo's Mystery Lab, especially if you have kids, because it is sort of like it kind of reminds me of like Erie, Indiana, or Goosebumps, that kind of thing, where it's like
but for kids,
for kids, like slightly scary, sometimes like just kind of weird or adventurous stories. And they have a very small audience. Well, not very small, but like, they have a smaller audience. So if you want to check them out and listen to them, give them a review or a rating, that would be huge for them.
It's a really great show.
It's great.
And it's fun for adults. It's like aimed so you can listen to it with your kids and not worry that you're going to freak them out.
It's also Levi. There's
too.
They're on Anchor, so you can pledge a monthly donation of like $1 to $10. And that's Levi's like allowance is like, whatever they make, they split the profits from that. It's great. It's called Professor Theo's Mystery Lab. You should check it totally out. Okay. Let's see. Look at that. Sarah's like putting in links to these different podcasts.
Oh, wow.
Favorite British panel shows. I mean, honestly, the one we've watched the most is do you count Taskmaster?
Is that a panel
show? Yeah.
I guess.
Dwight really loves QI, so we've watched some QI with Dwight before. Your house is so dark. I mean, we did it for the video. Like, there's lights that come on.
Yeah. It's just the lighting for the video. Justin set all this up.
Yeah, it's just for the video.
Well, I was, putting the kids to bed.
Favorite YouTubers?
Okay. I don't watch YouTube unless my children are watching it with me. So I don't have any favorites. So I'll tell you what our kids love and what I can stand. Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
He apparently made a lot of money with Minecrafting.
Mm-hmm. Then no one calls it that, but go on.
And now he does YouTubes where he gives money away to people. And sometimes sometimes it gets a little Hunger Gamesy.
A little bit.
Where they compete for money, but then other times he just gives people money, and I like those videos because he's just like, I have too much money, I'm going to give it to other people, which is great. That worked. So I guess those I like. What else do we watch with the kids? Makeup by Peter.
There's a great channel
Brendan
that I watch with
Taylor.
Charlotte. You know who Joseph's
Now
Machines.
there's a quality one.
That's quality. He makes a lot of Rube Goldberg machines. He has a whole series called What's Your Problem with Joseph, where he makes he has kids who have problems.
Those are great.
The kid will say I don't like taking out the compost, and then they'll build a Rube Goldberg machine to take out the compost.
Because it was up to our kids. Like Charlie would watch Sniper Wolf all day, which is a woman talking about TikToks and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And Cooper would just watch that little girl Diana.
Yeah. Or SpongeBob.
Who plays with toys and wears dresses.
Hey, listen. This has been fun. We got to go to bed.
Yes.
You've been great. We are.
Oh, you just did that again. Oh, I didn't
We
realize.
are. I said.
Oh.
Thank you for watching. Please check out another show on the Max Fun Network. What are we talking about? Still buffering. My brother, me, Adventure Zone, Flophouse. If you like shows about movies, Schmanners we talked about. Shows about manners. Wonderful. If you like shows about people who are excited about things.
There are other shows our family.
Mission
members
is
aren't
6
in,
is
but-
ZYXX. It's well worth listening to. Ono Rass and Carrie, if you like Sawbones, they do a lot of like investigative type stuff. Minority Corner is very good. Is very funny. Fanti, FANTI is very good. There's a lot of great shows. It's a network that we're very proud to be a part of at Sawbones and as Fast and Furious and Justin and Sydney. It brings me no small amount of joy to say that we will be back with you again when F10 finally.
Maybe we should do this again for other shows. Maybe we should do the Apple.
If you come up with an idea you'd like us to do a long stream, it's always a hoot.
But if not, please check out the Apple.
Just watch the Apple.
I can't say it enough.
You'll love it. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for joining us. We love you. MaximumFun.org is the website. And
thank you.
Thank you. Bye. We love you. Bye.
Bye.
That's the end.